Live from the studios of KYMB Television in Monterey, California, it's Monterey on Tonight with Gary and Jules. 4 hours of your favorite classic music videos from yesterday and today, telephone and in-studio guests, and a few surprises along the way. And now, here are your hosts, Gary and Jules.
Well, you got a little sneak peek at us tonight there, getting ready for the show. Hi, everyone. It's Monterey on Tonight. I'm Gary.
And I'm Jules.
And here we are on Comcast Channel 19.
You're getting
How about me? Comcast Channel 19. We're going to be here all the way.
Do you know where you
are? I'm in Monterey.
That's right. We're here right now.
And we're live at the KYMB TV studios, and we're here every Saturday night.
And we have a ball.
Lots of fun. That's the reason we do this show. And we're going to play some classic music videos for you tonight. In fact, we were digging through the Cool TV library this last week, and Juliana has come up
with one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of her picks is the song that we're going to kick off the show with tonight.
We usually play the era of the 80s.
Yeah. And I get to pick them.
And he always picks the opening song. And
right.
As a matter of fact, we've strayed a little bit with Shania for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, kind of.
But we came across this one video we're about to play. It's from 1973, May. And it's the earliest memory of a song that I have.
Yeah.
And I just, as a little girl, would sing it.
It's really not, I think it was shot on film, and it's really not a music video. But before we get going tonight with that song, we want to thank all of our sponsors that make this program possible every Saturday night. And tonight, we're going to kind of switch around our opening sponsor. Normally, we have Me and Ed's as our first hour sponsor. But tonight, it's going to be Ola from the Barnyard in Carmel, primarily because the owners of Ola are going to be our guests.
So we're going to order our pizza the second hour.
Yep.
But Richard said he's going to bring something special for us, too. So
great. So we'll have some goodies from Ola as well as appetizers.
Something.
So it should be a great night. Anyway, shall we kick off
that
with
sounds
your pick?
Great. This is my pick.
Here's
for the
Juliana's
opening
pick.
song. This is from a way time back. So
a long time ago.
A long time back. So you'll have to just forgive the age.
The quality of the video.
This
anyway,
is
go ahead.
Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree by Tony Orlando.
And Dawn.
And Dawn.
And I guess they were going on a concert tour there on the old Greyhound bus, huh?
I guess so.
Anyway, that's Tony Orlando and Dawn from 1973.
May of 1973.
That? That's an oldie but a goodie, as they used to say in Radio Land. And you know what's interesting, Jules, about that particular video? People today see Tony Orlando hawking time, life, music.
Oh, that's true.
On television infomercials.
That's true.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw Tony. Haven't seen him since that video, and now he's selling
he's playing at a
Time
fair.
Life's DVDs.
Maybe he'll come play at the fair, the Monterey Fairgrounds
That'd
someday.
be great to
I'll
have him.
let them
I'd like
know.
to see him in person. I wonder if the group ever got back together.
I don't know.
What's the story on that video?
Well, the symbol of a yellow ribbon became widely known in civilian life in the 70s, and it was the central theme of that song, being that there was it's a story about a convicted convict, a released convicted convict who requested from his gal to indicate whether she would accept him back. So he was looking for this yellow ribbon around the tree. Well, when he got back home, there were, as the song ends, hundreds of yellow ribbons, meaning, of course, you're welcome back. So.
And you know what's interesting? I remember hearing when that song came out that it was actually someone returning from a tour of service,
well, that's why
rather than a convict.
Well, that's why it says the symbol became widely known in civilian life. So that would be the civilian life. But the actual storyline along that inspired that was about whether the lover would accept him back, and then the hundreds. But did you know that song sold 3 million copies in 3 weeks?
Wow.
Records.
Wow.
That's a lot of records
in
3 weeks. So it was a big hit.
Days. Big hit for Tony. I think the biggest hit that Tony Orlando and Dawn ever had.
So we want to thank our sponsor this hour, Ola, and we actually have them in the studio now. So
Oh,
we'll have to go
great.
to our next song, and if
Well,
Dave's
we'll have
ready to
them on as
go.
our first guest. Would we have Bananarama?
Yes, this is
And,
Banana. Back to the 80s, folks.
Yep, back to the 80s music videos tonight here on Monterey on Tonight.
We'll see you in a few minutes. This is from 1984.
And this is called
Cruel Summer.
Cruel Summer. We're back.
We're back.
You wouldn't think this is our 10th show, would you?
Leave Dave alone. Dave's our engineer. This is live TV, and we've got a lot of action going on in the
We do.
studio. So we have to let everybody know to not be talking to Dave while he's working.
Right, he's
Make him nervous standing over.
he's busy over there
We have a
trying to...
studio audience right now. Doug Lumsden, don't go away. He's beat red, embarrassed. We're just razzing him. We're so happy when we have visitors come in to participate in cheering
We
us
are.
on.
We are, and our producer is here.
Catherine Nagel.
Let's welcome our guest, Richard
and
Beal.
Richard Beal, but we saw his name up already, huh?
Yeah, we did.
To a white
But
screen.
we didn't see him. Dave, put his name on the screen now.
Yeah, there
There
you
it
go.
There it is. And Richard is the owner of Cocola in the Barnyard in Carmel. And thank you so much for helping us with this little show that we do every Saturday night. We talk about you guys and tell everyone to go into the Barnyard
Wonderful.
and
Thanks
say
for
hello.
having me. Yes, thank you very much for having me.
Happy to have you here. And you did bring us some goodies from Cocola
we did.
tonight. In fact, why don't you hold up that one,
And
Richard?
it smells really
Happy
good.
to.
And Juliana will hold up that. And tell us what we have on the plate there.
Well, this is our paisco platter here. We have quesadilla fritas, we have picadilla, we have
What's
chili.
picadilla?
Well, it's a little masa boat filled with either beef or chicken
Okay.
and spices. Very good. We have the jumbo prawns and we have the chili relleno.
Those prawns are big.
They're very good.
Those are
Yeah,
your
beautiful.
favorite.
It's our house
Absolutely beautiful.
specialty
Wow.
for our appetizers.
Okay.
And then what you're holding is a sample of our happy hour appetizer.
Okay.
It's quesadillas, chimichanguitas, and nachos, bean and cheese
Wow.
nachos, and that we have every day for our happy hour.
Wow.
If you're at the bar, you get
Looks
free
great.
appetizers.
Looks great. And you guys do some really fun things over there. Julie and I talk about them every Saturday night where you're doing a discounted 50% off.
The
and,
food menu on Tuesday,
Yeah.
hot Tuesday nights.
Yeah, what we have is on Tuesday night from 4 till we close. We have everything's half off.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, it's great.
That is
It
neat.
seems to be working. We get one of our busiest nights of the week. We we have a lot of people come. I think they wait for Tuesdays because they
Yeah.
figure why not. We also have a Monday and Friday, half off from 11 to 4 for lunch.
Great.
For lunch.
Great.
That's
So
why I always
kind
say
of-
at the
yeah.
beginning of the
Yeah.
week and
Yeah.
at the end
Yeah,
of the
you can
week.
start your week and end your week.
Well, that's
Exactly.
really great that you do that, Richard. And I know that folks today, everyone's watching their pennies because
have
of the economy for the
Yeah.
last couple of years. And
Yeah.
so when you're doing things like that, that's a great introduction
Yeah.
to your restaurant.
Well, it makes it more affordable for those who want to go out and have a good time and want to save some money at
So
the same
Tuesday
time.
night is the
I
night.
always say that they can actually move the money over and spend it on buying some margaritas.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We have some excellent margaritas, lots of tequila.
You have a
Oh,
beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful,
Beautiful
yeah.
restaurant, and
Thank you.
the folks who have not been to the Barnyard, I don't know why, but it seems like the people on the Monterey side of the mountain, as I call
Yeah.
it, forget that all they have to do is just go up and over, and
Like 7 minutes.
it's about 7
Very
minutes
close, very close.
to Carmel and to the Barnyard Shopping Center, and right upstairs is where Ola is located. In fact, there was a former restaurant that you took over that everyone, Bixby's.
Yes, Bixby's was there for, I don't think too long, a year or so. Before that, it was a Thunderbird bookstore.
Thunderbird,
Sort
right?
of everybody
And
from
everybody
the area
remembers
knows
the Thunderbird
yes.
bookstore.
Yeah.
Well, great.
That's the best way.
Well,
to
thank
serve.
you so much. I know
Let's
you've.
talk about their locations.
Oh yeah, how many? You've got more
We've
locations.
got 3
than-
locations. The first location we started was in Belmont 11 years ago in San Mateo County. The other
Mm-hmm.
one's also in San Mateo County in Burlingame, right on Burlingame Avenue. That restaurant we've had for 9 years, and so far they're all doing great.
And how'd you come up with the name Ola?
That was kind of a joint effort between my wife, myself, and originally we had a third partner, and I don't know, it just seemed like a sort of a friendly Hola
I
means
think
hi in,
Yeah.
in Spanish.
I
so
think
it's
I
like,
got Gary broke of saying olas.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah,
There you
he
go.
finally got it.
when we first started, I was putting an S
going
on
to
it, and
Ola's.
Bernadette, told Juliana, now make sure that
It's
that
Ola.
Gary says
There's no such
it's
thing as
O-
hellos.
Yeah, it's
There you
not
go.
hellos,
That's
it's
one of the
hola.
things that drives my wife nuts is that a lot of people do that. We go along with it, but really it is Hola.
Hola.
Hola Mexican restaurant.
And you've
in
got
Cantina.
some special events that you've had in the past with the tequila tasting.
Yeah.
That
do.
was really
Yeah.
just such an interesting, fun experience
Yeah.
because ordinarily who would be able to sample that many at a
Yeah,
setting?
we do a pairing with
Pairing,
of
right.
tequila with a 4-course meal. Each course has a different tequila. And I'm not really a tequila expert, but the people that we have, working with us and working from the tequila companies set us all up with a different pairing. So it's always it's usually a sellout. Usually that night is sold out.
And are you guys doing something special for Cinco de Mayo this year?
Yes, Cinco de Mayo is probably our biggest day of the year. And obviously it's coming up this Wednesday. We have half off food from 11 to 4. We have a DJ from 6 to 11. We have the salsa girls going around selling shots for $5.
Oh, great.
Reduced price. And then we also have the Corona girls that will be visiting us.
Wow.
They'll have some special special things they'll be giving away. So it'll be fun.
Well-
It's always packed on Cinco de Mayo.
Remember, folks, if you're looking for somewhere to spend your Cinco de Mayo, Hola at the Barnyard in Carmel.
And we also have something special.
We're gonna be doing something special as a station at Ola, right, in May?
Absolutely. In every month we have a special KYMB get together, and I've been working with Bernadette, your
Yes.
general manager, to do a KYMB mixer on May 14th.
Yeah.
And it's for our viewers, it's for our staff, it's for our sponsors, and she's cooking up some great happy
Yeah.
hour specials for an extended time. We're going to meet over there
that'd
about
be nice.
5:30.
She did tell me that, and my wife Denise and myself will make sure we'll be here for
Oh,
it.
we'd love
We're
to
not
see
here
it.
all the time
Yeah.
because we have the 3 restaurants, but that's on our calendar. We don't want to miss that event.
Well, great.
Well, we're looking
We'll
forward
look
to it.
forward to seeing
Yeah.
you then.
Yeah.
And Denise, she's off camera right now. Maybe next time you'll come on the show. Okay, I
sounds
think
good.
she's camera shy.
Maybe she'll do fine next time.
All right, great. Well, Richard,
All right.
thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
very
being
much.
here
We really
tonight.
appreciate it.
We're going to get back to our music videos right here on Monterey On Tonight. If you happen to be watching for the first time, call a friend and tell them to tune to Comcast Channel 19 to watch our show. We're here all the way until midnight. And what's the next video, Jules?
This is supposed to be Tears for Fears, Dave.
We lost our picture,
We
Dave.
lost our picture. Well, you know what? If you're watching tonight, Dave's denying all.
What's the next video?
I don't know. Anyway, live TV, folks, and the next song is Tears for Fears. And if you are just watching, we're on from 8 to midnight, and we appreciate
Okay,
you being
great.
here with us. Dave, are you ready to go with that? Okay,
Here
Dave's
we
ready
are.
to go.
Here's the music. That's Tears for Fears from 1985, and that one's called Head Over Heels. Hello? Can
Hello.
you say it?
Head over heels.
That's it. That's the
it.
video. Head Over Heels. And I want to send out a congratulations right now, Jules,
To who?
to Jim Vossen.
Oh,
Because
yes.
today was the first day for KYA Radio here on the Monterey
And what
Peninsula.
channel is that?
Well, it's not a channel. When it's radio, they call it a frequency.
Okay. Okay.
So
We're channels. They're
we're
frequencies.
well, television is channels and radio are frequencies.
Okay. What frequency
The
is that on?
frequency is 1200 AM.
Okay.
And they're playing music from the 50s and the 60s.
Isn't he simulcasting though right now?
Well, he was right now tonight from I think 7 to 10 when he does his
his show.
which is on at the same time we're on the radio.
Okay.
So if people leave the house and they go out and get in their car, they can listen to 1200 AM and hear the oldies music, and that's brand new as of today.
Well, Jim's going to be coming on the show.
Jim's going to be a guest, and we'll have him here to talk all about it. But I want to say congratulations, Jim, because, this is another choice for all of the folks out there in Radio Land.
Weren't we just discussing this with Sean Callahan
We
about
were.
a week ago about that era of music and then before and how we just didn't have as many choices. Now
well,
we do.
we have more choices all
and
the
you
time.
know, I heard Jim Vossen today on the radio talking about Sean O'Callahan, so I think you might have
Sean O'Callahan may hook up with
I think so.
Jim.
He's
and
got a
maybe,
great voice.
Maybe we'll hear that great old Sean Callahan voice on the radio again.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Anyway, you wanted to talk about
Our website.
Website.
Which is kymbtv.com. And if you visit our website, there's a feedback form. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know if there's a particular 80s era song or band that you particularly like and would like for us to dig out. And also, when you email us, you'll be entered into a drawing. We have 3 giveaways tonight.
And
I didn't even tell you what they were
Didn't we get our
yet.
first
We do.
email already tonight?
We did. This is Karen over at Captain Ben's. Thank you, Karen, for emailing us and watching. We were over at Captain Ben's yesterday.
At the American Tin Cannery.
American Tin Cannery. They have just the neatest nautical, I don't want to call it stuff because it's just art. It's art. It's nautical
art.
And
they're going to be one of our new sponsors.
They are. And
Here
then
on the
we also
station.
interviewed Bill Grimm, who is Executive Vice President of the Cannery Row Company, who will be a guest next week.
Yep, he's
on
going to
our
come
show.
on, and they're going to be a sponsor of the station and the network and our show.
So you'll be seeing a lot more of Captain Ben and Bill Grimm during the week.
And Karen.
And Karen. I say Captain Ben as a whole business, of course. It's Captain Ben and Karen. And just dynamite people.
That's Captain Ben's shipmate. Karen is the shipmate, right? That's what you say when you have a pal. You're my shipmate, so.
Am I your shipmate?
Captain Ben and
okay.
Karen.
And you know what we'd like to do is invite them to be guests on our show.
Yeah.
I think that would be
I'm
fun.
sure.
Now that they're on board as our KYMB sponsor for Coastal TV Network, we're going to be seeing some more of them.
We'll have them on the program.
We got to have her bring some of their really neat miniature lighthouse. There's lighthouses.
Yeah, and the
And
birdhouses
the birds.
that Captain Ben makes and Karen paints.
Yes. So we'll have her bring.
Neat place, guys. If you haven't been into the American Tin Cannery over on, actually it's about a block away from the Monterey Bay Aquarium.
Pet friendly.
The reason they call it the American Tin Cannery was that's where they used to make the cans to put the sardines in.
They made 26 million cans the first year, supposedly.
Yeah, so
I mean, it was
what
a
great
really
history we have right here on the
Absolutely.
Monterey Peninsula. So, if you're looking for someplace to, and a lot of neat shops. In fact, I think it was an outlet mall when it first started.
It is actually
a
now.
premium outlet
Well, that's
mall.
what they still call it. It's the American Tin Cannery Premium Outlet Mall. And there's so many of those, the high-end shops that now, I mean, it's like where to go for footwear.
There you go.
'Cause
Oh,
you've got-
yeah. And
Remember all the-
they were telling us yesterday you buy two pairs and
It's
you get the
50%
third.
off, and it's 50% off. And then they got the candy store. The biggest
All kinds
candy
of great
store
deals
in
at the American Tin Cannery.
Yeah, it's
You'll be
really
hearing
great.
more about it right here on our show every Saturday
You
night.
tell we're excited about it.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Anyway, back to more music.
Okay, sounds
What's coming
good.
up? You are the keeper of the music list tonight.
Am I?
Yep.
Well,
I'm
thank
gonna
you.
give you that job.
Okay, Journey, and this is from 1983, Send Her My Love, a
Here
beautiful
we go
song.
on Monterey on Tonight.
Thanks for
more
watching.
music. Come on, check it out. I like that. They do that right at the end of that Ola commercial.
Check it
Come
out.
on, check it out.
We want to thank Richard Beal, owner of Ola, for
being
coming
here
all the
tonight.
way from Burlingame.
Burlingame and San Mateo, and bringing all of the goodies for our staff and guests and crew
Yep.
and us.
And
We're
us.
going to have Hispanic food tonight. They call it Mexican food.
Well, with all the food sponsors we have, it's a good thing we have the Monterey Sports Center as our
That's-
new client, and
that's
we've got their
absolutely
commercial
right.
coming this week.
And then the next hour, we're going to have a pizza. Oh,
That's
my
why I
goodness.
said it's good we've got the Sports Center. We go work it off.
Anyway, you wanted to talk about what?
The Castroville Artichoke Festival coming May 16th and 17th.
Okay.
And I'm working on getting a guest next week and possibly giving some tickets away. Next week's show.
And what are we
so
going to give away tonight?
We are giving away. We still have.
You know, we do that every week. We have giveaways.
Lots
If you
of
guys will go to our
giveaways.
website at kymbtv.com, and there's a little spot there. You can click on
There
the
it
spot,
goes.
put your email address and a way for us to contact you, and then shoot us off that little. It's really not an email, but it's a what do you
feedback.
call
It's
it?
a feedback form, and they
form.
work.
Okay.
It comes through. Yeah.
It comes through to us, And then we put you in our candy bowl. I used to call it the fish bowl, but Juliana said it's the candy bowl.
Yes.
So we put your name in there, and then at the end of the night, our producer, Catherine, pulls out 1, 2. How many are we giving away tonight? How many?
3. And we gave 3 away. And be sure when you submit your comments that in addition to your email address, you leave some way of getting us getting in touch with you, because we had a winner last week, and I'm still waiting for her to check her email, so I can send it to her.
You want to say her name so we
Actually,
can...
I'll go pull it out. But
let's do that in case she happens to be watching tonight. We can't find you.
I know. So anyway, so check your email, because you may have just been a winner. This week we have First Impressions Party Supply on Franklin Street. Susie and Edward are very gracious. They give us a $25 gift certificate, and you've been in there.
Oh, it's a great store.
Yeah, we've got to take the camera in there.
It's right down from the sports center.
That sounds great. And then we have Jeff Moses of the First Night and Monterey Beer Fest, who's donated tickets. We're going to give tickets away all month for the June 5th date event.
Neat.
It's from 12:30 to 5, Saturday, June 5th at the fairgrounds, and that's a really incredible event. They have like over 70 varieties of beer, so make sure you have someone drive you and drop you off and pick you up, really. But the weather should be just perfect for that.
Absolutely.
So anyway, so we're
For a
giving
beer fest.
now, and then we have a $25 gift certificate from Alberto's, who's our third hour sponsor. And that is in Pacific Grove. We don't really have rules, except for the beer fest, you must be 21 years or older to win the tickets.
Or you can give it to your parents if you happen
No,
to
they
be...
actually have to be. You can't.
they do?
Yeah, I can't send it to them.
Oh,
they have
sorry.
to actually get somebody 21 years or older to enter.
To enter the contest.
We'll go ahead and confirm you're 21 or over, and we'll send you the tickets. So,
You know, I've been curious, Jules, because we've been playing music from the 80s.
Yes.
I'm just curious how many young people that stumble on this show happen to be watching Monterey on Tonight, because people probably that are, like Sarah's age, are out on a Saturday night.
Sarah Nicole's our daughter, who's in her early 20s, and
so they're probably not watching the music videos of the 80s.
Would you think? Well, I've actually had comments come in from viewers my age who,
well, I'm wondering
because they have a family, they got young kids, they have to put to bed early, so they actually have the TV
I'm
on.
wondering what our age demographic is.
Let us know.
Yeah, from our, if you guys wouldn't mind sharing that with us, it would really help us.
You can actually just say a range if you don't really want to say.
Yeah, you don't have to say exactly how old you are. You just tell us, give us a range. I mean, my mom's watching, and she's up there in age.
By the way, have you said hi to Mom?
Hi, Mom. And Daverly is with her tonight.
Takes very
Say
good
hi,
care of
Daverly.
her.
She takes great care of Mom. So anyway, all right. It's back to the music.
Back to the music.
You have the list, so tell us.
These are our prizers. So I will set our prizers over here.
Set the prizers, and don't forget, if you'd like to get in on the drawing tonight, send us an email. Go to our response form at kymbtv.com.
On your list, Bep,
my list. I do have a list.
Do you have Pat Benatar is next?
I do have Pat Benatar.
Shadows of the Night, and this is from 1982.
Here we go with Pat Benatar. Pat Benatar and Invincible and...
No, Shadows of the Night.
Oh, Shadows of the Night. Where did I see Invincible?
That's okay. We were running around crazy
Okay.
before
Well, Shadows of the Night.
That'll work.
And welcome, Gloria George.
Thank you.
Gloria is with Travel Host Magazine, and we have met... we met at a Monterey... hospitality luncheon.
Mm-hmm.
And
Doug introduced
Doug
us,
did.
right?
Doug Lumsden, and Doug is in the studio tonight. We might get him to sneak on here later.
Of course we're going to get him to.
We have to
We're
talk
going to put the
about...
pizza in front of him and
That's
just,
right.
Oh.
We have to do that. Anyway, Gloria, welcome.
Well, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about Travel Host Magazine.
Okay. Let's see. I've had it now for almost 4 years. It'll be September is my production. And Travel Host itself has been around for 42 years. We are a nationwide magazine. We do about 1.5 million magazines a month across the United States.
Wow.
So we've really become the magazine for visitors. Travelers have come very familiar with our type of magazine. I personally have used it a lot when I did travel for business, corporate, and leisure. And so when the opportunity came up for me to be looking at purchasing a business, being here in Monterey County, it was like, this is where it's world renowned. Everybody wants to come here. People want to be here. They want to live it. They want to see it. So I thought, well, what a great opportunity then to buy a magazine that is established, is very well appreciated for the the industry itself, and does a service to the community and to the businesses. So that's how I got started.
Well, great. Who are some of the clients now that you have in Travel Host
Name
magazine?
a few
You
of
can
them.
name-
My
you can-
buddies, yeah.
You can give them all a plug.
Got the Old Fisherman's Grotto. Can't say enough
Okay.
about the shakes.
Right.
Wonderful, that one. Thomas Kincaid. We've got
The gallery.
the galleries, yep. And then we also do. I've got museums for the kids. My museum, of course, the aquarium. We also have the movie tours for our clients that want to do.
I
Get
actually
some
have some images.
Do we have some, Dave?
Yeah, Dave.
Let's
show the first cover of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
And
put
we
that
take
on.
care of the puppies. I've got a whole section in there for the dogs, beaches, places to take your animals.
There's the
There you go.
cover. Is
That's
that's the current cover?
That's the current cover, and that cover is across the United States. So anybody
Uh-huh.
that's doing production for this particular March issue would have had this.
Okay.
So again, that gives you that look and feel, that trusted branding, so to speak. Okay. Then as you get into the magazine, I don't know if
Dave, do we have some more shots there? Yeah, let me ask you. You said
There's
the
ours.
the March. Oh, there we
There
are.
He
you
has
go.
to come back
That's-
to us before he does the
yes.
next.
But
There's-
let me ask you this. That's for the Coastal Television Network. But you said the March issue. How many issues do you actually publish?
I publish 12,000 every quarter is what I
and
do.
it comes out quarterly?
Quarterly basis per season, really pretty much per season. Like usually the next issue will be June 22nd, so that's
Okay.
right, that's
Yeah.
our summer.
Yep.
And then we proceed from there. And with that, then we put it out, and the distributor takes it and puts it into all the hotel rooms, the airports, car rentals, visitor centers, kiosks.
So it's everywhere
I saw it
around
at the airport.
peninsula.
I was
Yeah.
just at the airport.
Yeah, wherever
Yeah.
a visitor would be coming in and needing to look for places to eat, shop, things to do, so forth.
Great,
And
great.
calendar of events.
We have more pictures too. Images here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And there's the movie tours.
Yeah, and the wonderful nice company in Carmel.
If our viewers have a business, they could get an ad like this.
Of course.
This
That's
is
a half a page.
half
A half page.
That's a
Those are
nice
half
size.
pages.
Yep, so
Carmel
that's two half-
Cutlery and Collectible Knives.
Yes, and
Now,
he's got a
see,
beautiful shop.
I didn't know that existed.
And it's actually a very old. It's been there for many, many years.
Where are they located?
Carmel.
Ooh, they're in Carmel, and it's off of Dolores, I think.
Yes,
Yes,
Dolores.
Dolores Street. Yep. And it's just a cute little shop, and he has everything
And there's
in there.
Doug's.
Yep. And then
there's
Doug's, of course, the
Monterey
movie tour.
tours.
And Doug's gotten a lot of, I think, feedback from that one.
Yeah.
A lot of
well,
people have
everyone
noticed it.
has such a great time on that bus. Look at them.
Oh, it was a
I mean,
blast,
they're
yeah.
just having a ball.
Yeah. No, it's
That's
fun.
the 3 hours of
Okay, so we can come back to us.
the most fun you can have with your clothes on.
Hey, Gary.
Yeah, there you go.
And you get on to Sarah Nicole for
I've been around Sarah, huh? Yeah.
He told me
Anyway.
to put the champagne away tonight so we would be professional. So that's why there's soda on the table. And then now, I think the soda is what got you going.
The bubbles.
That's what it is. We gotta get the bit of the bubbles. And we have another photo. This is what I really appreciate is the maps.
Well, this is what I get the most kudos for.
Because there's
yes.
several
Yeah.
maps.
Yeah, maps of all the areas, and then we have a
Right.
pull-out that's a section that shows the whole peninsula, the whole county for that matter.
Well, even living here, this is helpful to
Yeah.
me because
No, it
I'm
has
still
been.
learning it.
And that's what my clients, my visitors, even my of course advertisers say the same thing. That's where they get a lot of. Gee, the maps are great. My concierge at the nicer resorts say, I give out yours all the time because it's so easy to point.
Dave, you
go
can
here,
come
go
back.
there. So.
And what's the best phone number for us to put on the screen for you? Do we,
We
have
have that. Yes, we do.
And,
Oh,
it's
and a
831
website?
And the website should be there. And actually, the magazine is online, so anybody
Oh, it
can go.
is?
Yes, you can go onto the magazine currently right now at right there,
Oh, there it is.
www.travelhost.com/Monterey, and that will bring up the magazine, and you can page through it. Zoom in, you can actually get into the merchants that are there available, and there's going to be live links directly to the customers that
Great.
are advertising.
So I can actually go on and read the entire magazine on
Yes.
the web.
Correct. And you can
That's
actually
fun,
do that
too.
for Palm Springs, anywhere you're going. So anywhere
Okay.
Travel Host is, you would type in the city that you're going to be going to, New York, Philadelphia, whatever.
Oh, that's a great
And it'll
idea.
pop up the most recent magazine. And it's, you'll see the similarities with the look and feel of the magazine, but everybody has their own option to put whatever they'd like in it. So
Great.
That's
Any
good
more
to know.
questions you have for Gloria?
Well, we've got.
We have our little cheat
Well,
sheet
I just
here.
wanted to say to the viewers is if anybody has a business or is thinking about having a business, this is definitely something that you should consider because we've had many comments from Doug in our studio, and then we've received from
the Coastal TV ad,
network.
absolutely.
People are starting to really appreciate it, realize it, and it is definitely a venue. It's targeted for the visitor. There's so many different publications here in town, and they're all wonderful. But when you look at specifics, where do they target? I really feel Travel Host gives you that visitor's need.
And you know what the best part of the whole thing is, Gloria? It's free.
There you go. And that's
don't
what
have
the
to
hotels
pay
love that.
for it.
Exactly.
That's
Perfect.
great.
Good
yeah.
job. Well, thank you.
And you're a very strong supporter of our community in general.
are.
Yeah,
We
thanks.
see Gloria at so many of the events with
chamber
the Chamber,
events,
the Hospitality Association.
Thank
and
you.
so
Yes.
we
Well,
appreciate
it's wonderful living
knowing
here
you.
too. Thank
It
you.
is. It is.
Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting
Well,
you
you'll
guys
need
as
to
well.
you'll need to come back, especially when you have your new release coming,
Okay.
and then as you have special sponsors.
Yes, bring them on. Yes,
Bring them
that would
with
be
you
great.
And thank you for being a viewer of our show.
Oh, I love
I
it.
know you spend Saturday
She's
nights
she's
with us.
actually not a viewer. She's one.
Yeah,
She's
one
a winner.
quite a bit.
So that's what
perfect.
happens when
It's
you
fun.
send us emails.
It is. This is a cute show. I like
Yeah,
it.
we
yes.
have fun, and you
Yeah.
enjoy the music.
I love the music. Yeah,
Yeah,
and I
so
even
do
watch
we.
it during the week and watch some of the old movies. Which
Yeah.
I don't do that, but sometimes at night when you want something different, I'll
Yep.
put on it and I'll find something fun.
We have great movies. In fact, Sarah is going to be on a little bit later tonight and
Okay.
talk about the movies that are going to be on the air next week.
Perfect.
So
Good.
we'll be talking about that. Anyway, let's get back to the music. Thank you,
Thank
Gloria,
you,
for being here
Thank
tonight.
you.
Jules, you have the list. You tell me what is next tonight.
You have the list.
Do I have the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we both have lists.
We both have lists.
It's
All
the
right.
list.
Let's see. We had Pat Benatar and
That's the
Shadows of the Night.
Go-Go's.
It's the Go-Go's. I remember the Go-Go's.
We've got the beat.
We've got the beat, and Belinda Carlisle
And we'll
was
tell
the
you a
lead singer.
little bit about it when we get back.
Okay, here's the we have one of those, that little clip thing. Dave was
not
talking
that one.
about that
That's okay.
earlier tonight, right?
What is it?
What do they call those, Dave?
Oh, you're talking about the clapper board?
yeah.
Yeah, we have a little clapper
we have-
board.
Go ahead and do that in front of the camera, Dave. You've been dying to
That's
do
okay.
that all night. There's the clapper. Okay. We have our own clapper. Anyway, that was...
This is my clapper.
Oh,
The lights go off. Remember that commercial?
Tom
Okay.
Petty.
Tom Petty.
But we don't have anything about
Well,
Tom Petty.
it's on my printer. I
Oh,
printed
okay.
it.
You printed
Yeah,
Tom
Catherine's
Petty,
gonna get it and
Catherine?
hand it to me. Yeah, I just printed all the info and
Tom Petty was...
you said 40 seconds and I'm
was
like,
The Waiting. Is that the one,
just
Catherine?
give me the whole thing here. There should be 3 pages.
3 pages? There's only 1 page there.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, this is it. This is it.
What year was the Tom Petty?
1981. Thank you, Catherine. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. And then before that was We've Got the Beat from the Go-Go's.
The
That was so fun.
Go-Go's.
Yep.
And you're watching Monterey on Tonight. The last hour was brought to you by Ola at the Barnyard. It's 9 o'clock, and we did a little switcheroo this last week. Normally, it's me and Ed's for the first hour, but because Richard Beale was in town and our guest in the first hour, we made Ola the sponsor from 8 to 9. And now from 9 to 10, it's 9
Should I
o'clock.
give Akram a call and see?
Do you want to call Akram right now?
Or should we do it when Gwen gets here? Gwen's
Let's-
going to be here in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's wait till the pizza
Gwen's-
arrives, then we'll get,
Okay,
as
sounds good.
we normally do, get Akram, the owner of Me and Ed's here in Seaside at the corner of Broadway and Fremont.
They
We'll
have
get
a
him on the phone.
dynamite special still going on. It's a large 3-topping for $10, and for $2 more, you can have them bring you a 2-liter of soda. Now, they do deliver
Yeah.
in most areas, and it's free delivery. However, their restaurant is just so incredibly beautiful that I highly
recommend you go in.
just to go in. They have booths, they have tables for 20 or 50. I mean, it's just whatever your group size is, they can accommodate it. And they have great frosty mugs for the beer.
And they have
salad
a
bars.
jukebox.
And they have and TVs, flat screen
and
TVs.
6 TVs.
Now, there is a contest going on right now through the Monterey Herald, and it's running out of time.
I think it's about a week left.
There's a week left,
The
and
best pizza
the best
in
pizza-
town, the best pizza on the Monterey Peninsula, and I know
They're going to take the top 3 and then
Yeah.
have a blind test, and I just want to encourage our viewers to try Me and Ed's and then recommend them.
Well, our favorite, and we're not biased, it's definitely Me and Ed's, because a lot of people think that just because Me and Ed's is a franchise, that the pizza is not like a local pizza.
But
But it is local because Akram is right there making everything fresh every day for that pizza.
Do you know what I just a couple weeks ago learned? I thought they were, well, they're over 50 years in the business, but did you know he's like the 105th location in California?
Yeah.
And there's a reason for that. There's a reason
We know
why
me and Ed's from Fresno days.
And you know, we were at Captain Ben's, and Karen had mentioned that she was so happy because in her days of living in Sanger, and she went and got the pizza, it just reminded her of how much she missed it and how good it was the next day. And sometimes when you order a pizza, I know we're analyzing this whole thing, but it's really important here. Pizza crust gets soggy the next day, not mayonnaise. It stays really crispy.
And as Sarah says, it's not your dorm room pizza.
So anyway, we will look forward to that showing up, and we told Akram surprise us. So we'll see what he brings us.
You know what? Let's go play this video. Then maybe the pizza will be here, and we've got to keep all these folks in the studio tonight to help us eat the pizza, because not only do we have all the food from Ola, we now have all the food coming from me and Ed. So we need you guys to help us eat all the food.
This is a really fun video coming up. It's by Rockwell. Somebody's watching me. No, wait a minute, I'm
Quarter
wrong.
Flash.
It's Quarter Flash.
We're going to do Quarter Flash first, and then we're going to do
Lionel
Richie,
Richie, then Lionel Richie, and then, well, I guess I'm just excited because I like
and then
this.
Rockwell.
Okay, I'm looking forward to Rockwell.
Well, there you go. We tipped our
Okay.
hand. You know what's coming up next tonight. So it's just going to be Quarter
now,
Flash
Quarter
and
Flash.
Hard My Heart. And this is a great video
Okay.
from the old days. I don't know the date on this one. Do you have the date?
I will let you know when
We'll
we come
find
back.
out when we
Okay.
come back. Here it is. Here's Quarter Flash. That was Quarter Flash, and
1981.
yeah, 1981, and Harden My Heart. And what you guys see on the screen right there is the Monterey Herald's TV Week magazine. And Jules, turn it around. That's last week at One More Day with all the listings. And look at who is on the back. Thank you, Monterey Herald. That was a free ad. How about that from the Monterey Herald? That was so nice of Tom Bear over there at the Monterey Herald for doing that for us.
Barbara.
And Barbara, and helping us kick off our show.
So maybe we have some more viewers new
Yes,
to this because of the ad was.
So if you guys saw the ad on the back of TV Week magazine and the Monterey
Let
Herald.
us know.
Yes.
Let us know. It's
Send
good
us
to
an
know.
email. Go to our website, www.kymbtv.com. Let us hear from you, and we're going to enter you in. This is an email. We're going to put this in the candy bowl now. And we have some more coming in. You
We
said
do,
you were
yep.
on the computer just during
Was
the
just
song.
now. We want to thank everyone.
And we are having some fun tonight. This hour is brought to you by me and Ed's. We're going to get Akram on the phone. The pizza is on its way. And after tonight, we're all going to have to go on a diet.
Well, yeah. I think we could, if as long as we diet
We
during the
can't-
week, we can have all this
But
on a Saturday.
we can't get all this food in here every Saturday night.
It's okay. We're going to work out next
Just
week.
the pizza. Okay, we'll go down to the sports
We're going to burn it all off. Okay.
All right, let's move over to Lionel Richie. You know, Lionel was a big star back in the 80s, probably still working somewhere
He's one
today.
of those artists that, that timeless.
Timeless artist.
That
He's still around today and looks really good.
Barry Manilow's one of them.
Barry is
Lionel
good.
Richie's one of them. It's just there's several. Can you think of any more? Who else? Frank Sinatra. That's from that era.
But he's gone. Frank's gone.
I know, but I'm talking about the era
you're
now
talking
that
about
are
the
still
era.
alive.
Yeah,
There's several that their
well,
music is just.
Barry's up in age too. I guess he and Lionel are up in
Speaking
age.
of Barry Manilow, last week Gary Hamada was saying that his bass player, Michael Lent, was accompanying Kim Edmondson
Over at
we
Woody's.
we went to Woody's last Thursday night to check it out, and what great music. And
Yeah,
Woody's
jazz.
is not a sponsor right now. We haven't met with them, so this isn't because they're a sponsor. These are some very talented artists that all live here. And did you know that Kim Edmondson, I should wait till Gary gets here because I know he'll be able to add to this, but he's actually worked with another composer who lives in Carmel Valley, Silvestri, I have to pull up the correct pronunciation, The Vineyards in Carmel Valley, and he wrote the theme song to Forrest Gump.
Wow.
They're all buddies, and they hang out at Woody's on Thursday nights, and they all play together. And
You will have to get them as a sponsor.
The saxophone player played with Dionne Warwick. Yeah.
Hey, lots of talent on the Monterey Peninsula.
So anyway,
what are we doing here?
And that's at the American Tin Cannery. So plan a trip out to the American Tin Cannery and check out the music. So.
Okay, shall we play Lionel Richie all night long?
And then my song.
And then
Can
what
we
is
play
your
my
song?
song?
What is your song?
Somebody's watching
Rockwell,
me.
you want to do that?
Yep. And then
All
we'll
right,
have
and
our
we'll
pizza
have the pizza here.
Yeah.
All right, and we'll get Akram on the phone. So 2 videos coming up: Lionel Richie and Rockwell, and we'll be right back
see you in a
with
few.
Me and Ed's Pizza.
Sounds good.
And that is Someone's Watching Me. And you know, if you really listen close, you could hear Michael Jackson and Jermaine Jackson in the background singing with that video. And that's one of your favorites.
I like that song. It's a fun song, and I'm on the phone holding for Akram.
Yeah, he must
get
be
him on the
busy
phone.
there tonight at
I
Me
think
and Ed's.
they're busy.
Busy at Me and Ed's, so we'll
Shall
get
I
him
stay
on the
on
line.
the phone or hang?
Well, it's up to you. I Heard a Rumor is coming up next by Bananarama.
And we
And
want
that
to
was
thank
Rockwell.
our sponsor, Me and Ed's, this hour.
Me and Ed's is our sponsor in the 9 o'clock hour this week. We switched with Ola.
Shall I go ahead and put it on speaker?
Yeah,
when
put
he
it on
comes
speaker, and hopefully it'll be coming up here in a minute.
How can I help you?
Is that Akram?
Yes.
It's Gary and Juliana.
Live on air.
Hi guys.
You're
How
live
are
on the
you?
air.
Oh my God, it's 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock.
Absolutely. How you doing?
Good. How are you
I'm
tonight?
doing wonderful. We got
Well-
really busy tonight with the prom, and
Oh, is
a
it
lot
prom?
of people came in. They came in a little bit late today, so
Oh, great.
yes, it was just beautiful night. Very
Well,
beautiful
good. We're
night.
happy you're busy.
Yes.
We
I'm
just
very,
wanted
very happy
we just
myself.
wanted to know, is our pizza on the way?
It's on the way. It should be there in a few minutes. Just
Uh,
a few minutes.
Well, thank you so much for letting us move you to the 9 o'clock hour
No
tonight
problem
because
at all. We love you guys. We'll do anything for you.
well, we had a special guest in town, and so we wanted to have them on at 8 o'clock. But we're looking for a pizza. Everyone in the studio is very
Should be there
hungry.
in just a few minutes. It's on its
Okay.
way. Thank you guys.
All right,
He's
thank
busy.
you.
We'll
Akram.
let you get back to your night.
No problem.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hit that. Yeah, he's busy.
Yeah,
And
that
we
was the
love
shortest phone call we've had with them.
Well, we had to wait 5 minutes to get him on the line,
Yeah.
so you know he's busy. Thank you so much for going into Me and Ed's there at Broadway and Fremont here in Seaside, and for giving Akram some business from folks around the peninsula who probably never heard of Me and Ed's until it got here.
And
It
they
is-
have also during the week, Wednesday, they have Wacky Wednesday. So if you go in,
It's a fun place.
you can check out their board and you can have any of their specials of the week on that Wednesday. You can pick your special. So that's a good, if you've got a family and you've got a lot of hungry
It's
people.
a fun place to take a family.
Oh, it's so fun. It's
And
a
the
great place for
salad
like,
bar,
he
great
said.
salad bar. When I was in there last, I had the salad bar, terrific salad bar.
And then it's great for like baby showers. I know that Avon has their meetings in there, and we've had
And they
seen
had
baseball
proms
teams.
tonight. Can you
prom,
believe it?
Prom groups,
Wow.
and then you know what else was the fire department.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
all of the firemen there together. One of
And
the
if
trips.
you happen to see the Monterey Herald and they're voting on this week Best Pizza on the Peninsula, please put in a vote for Me and Ed's on behalf of KYMB and Gary and Jules in Monterey on tonight.
Sounds great. Sounds great. We
All
want
right. What do you want to do next?
to go back to the music.
We do.
That was Somebody's Watching Me by Rockwell, 1984.
One of your favorites. And now we're going to dig. I
Did you mention that was Michael and Jermaine's
Yes,
vocals?
Michael and
Okay.
Jermaine, yeah. And now we're going to do Bananarama.
I heard a rumor.
And I Heard a Rumor. And this one is from, do you have the date on I Heard a Rumor?
1987, and this was
1987.
featured in the film The Disorderlies.
The Disorderlies. Who was in the movie?
The Fat Boys.
The Fat
That was the name of them. That was,
Really?
it says including, yeah, they were some,
Okay,
Some,
I don't know
brand-
whether
huh?
I don't know whether I remember Bananarama and
Well, that's what
I
makes
Heard
this
a Rumor,
fun.
but here we go, Monterey on tonight. Well, I remember that song, but I didn't know who the artists were.
Bananarama.
Bananarama.
They sang Cruel Summer.
That's why I remember the name.
And actually, that was supposed to be, I thought maybe that was going to be Cruel Summer, but it was I Heard a Rumor.
That was I Heard a Rumor, Bananarama, and coming up in this next hour is Asia,
And you know-
Madonna, In Excess, and
And you know, we're doing the early 80s because Bananarama was in the 84 era.
Mm-hmm.
And remember last week we covered what happened in 84. The Cosby Show premiered.
Right.
Gandhi was assassinated.
Right.
Stonewashed blue jeans came up. Michael Jackson's hair caught fire during the Pepsi commercial. So that was about the time frame.
So now we have to pick another year, and you can go do all of that on.
I have a cheat
You-
sheet.
you do have a
honey.
cheat
Yeah,
sheet?
it's buried in
Okay.
my email, but I have one.
What happened
Homework. I have
all
so
that
much
time?
homework.
All those many mucho years ago.
Doesn't seem that long though, does it?
Long time ago.
Just doesn't.
Anyway, you know what?
What?
Our producer, Catherine,
Yes.
just reminded me
What?
that last week, Akram was here live on the set.
That's
And
right.
he made a special offer to our viewers that's good through this weekend.
Tonight.
No, it's actually good through the weekend.
Tonight.
It's good through tomorrow, Sunday. And that is that if you go in and mention Monterey on Tonight that you saw Akram on the show, even if you're watching this week
You
and you
could
didn't
say
watch
you
last
could say
week,
I heard you were on the show,
I heard you were on Monterey on
but
Tonight.
you have to tell him directly.
Yeah, it has to be right. You have to ask
Ask for Akram and say I heard you were on the show.
Anything off the menu items, they're all posted up on the top just above the register. 50%
That's
off.
off the regular prices.
Off the regular prices. If you mentioned that you heard he was on the show or last week
if you saw him.
If you saw him.
Yep.
Okay, that's a pretty good
right.
deal.
That's a good
Thank
memory,
you,
Gary.
Catherine, for remembering.
Thank you,
Because
Catherine.
actually, I forgot. I
Oh,
think you did too.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
So
Okay.
anyway, if you're watching for the very first time, this is called Monterey on Tonight. Jules and I are here every Saturday night from 8 o'clock to midnight. We're playing music videos from the classic years of the 80s. And
Once in a while, we stray another.
well, we
era.
did Stray, we did Shania in the 90s, and then we did
Tony Orlando from
and Don.
1973.
We opened tonight. We're going to be doing that from time to time, kind of digging in the cool TV library and digging out some of those great old videos. Do you want to play another music video while
I
we're
do.
waiting for our pizza?
That sounds great. What's
Let's
next?
go. Let's go here. Asia, 1983. This video came out, and this one's called "Don't Cry," and we'll follow up with Madonna and "Open Your Heart."
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you in a few minutes. Thanks for
Here's
watching.
the music. The pizza's here.
The pizza just got
Oh,
here. I
my
saw her hat,
goodness.
her Me and Ed's hat. You want to have her come on up?
Well, let's play one more video, and then we'll have her up.
Okay.
We get the set ready
Okay.
for her.
She's
We-
awfully busy tonight, though.
She is.
I don't think she can
Gwen,
wait
are
2
you
minutes.
really super busy tonight?
Yes.
Do you have to get back right away? She
Okay.
got back right away.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
hon.
Take care. Did you give her her?
We
tip?
didn't even be.
Thank you.
My goodness, she just ran
But you know
in
what?
here.
That's what we're here for, is to help Akram get busy.
That's,
so why are we
that's
not
right.
going to complain
We're not
for
going to
him?
complain. Well, then
No.
we'll just have to show the video on the next after the next song.
Okay.
Hey, thank you guys for making our sponsor so busy
Let's
tonight.
bring it over.
You want to bring it in?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the pizza from me and Ed.
Oh, we have a new box.
We do.
Award-winning. They put award-winning.
Award-winning pizza. Can you?
Ooh,
wow,
I
that-
asked him to make something special.
That is special.
And this looks like
Goodness.
This is
Oh man, it does. It looks like chicken.
The
and,
garlic chicken.
Garlic chicken pizza
with
Yum.
tomato, white sauce, cheese.
And I wish you guys could smell this.
Oh yeah. This is
Unbelievable.
delicious.
And you know, you can get a pizza just like that for $10. 3-topping large pizza. That's a large pizza. And all you have to do is call
wanna leave
me
this
and
open.
Ed's at 899-0101. They're awful busy tonight, but you mentioned that you heard about them on the Monterey on Tonight show, and they'll make an extra special effort to
and
get
actually-
your pizza done right away.
Tell Akram. Say, Akram, I heard last week you were on the KYMB show and you said that you would give 50% off if we asked for you. So you have to talk to him directly, though, and mention his appearance on this show. And
Absolutely.
it'll jog his memory, and he'll have to ring you up a good pizza at 50% off.
Certainly.
Certainly, honey.
Certainly.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
last night...
Yes, where were we? Wasn't last night.
Well, no, night before last. Last night
Thursday.
we were at Captain Ben's. Thursday night we were at the book signing. Catherine can.
One
you know what?
of
Do-
our
right
one
there.
of our
Dave, can you
former
go
guests.
to this camera shot? There we
Yeah,
go.
Dick Burns.
Dick Burns,
who
Live or
wrote
Die.
that book, Live or Die, A Stroke of Good Luck, and we went to the book signing in Carmel on Thursday night.
Christopher's catered it.
Yes,
really
was
nice.
terrific.
And wasn't
Gallery 21.
the daughter of the fellow Finkel? Is it?
Bob Finkel's daughter was there.
And Bob Finkel, which was new to me.
New name to you, but
I-
he was the producer of many of the videos, television shows from the 50s on CBS and NBC.
Jack Benny,
Jack
Groucho
Benny,
Marx.
Groucho Marx, a lot of those
See,
shows.
I recognized those, but that was really neat.
You have to look for his name in the credits on the Coastal
So
Television
this is
Network.
actually a really, really good reading for anybody at any age, because he was 38 years old and suffered a cerebral hemorrhage and really was not expected to live. and yet he did, and this is just a remarkable story for anyone.
Great story.
Anyone. So anyway, we've got some exciting news in the paper this week, Monterey
We do.
Herald.
We did.
Speaking of really exciting...
Tell me.
Tell you. Well, David Bernal was a guest on our show before the
Yes.
Pebble Beach Food and Wine event.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
He was
Dick
a
Clark
sponsor
Productions.
of our Coastal TV network, and David was a sponsor of KYMB Channel 19, and he's announced that he is going to, their company, actually Coastal Luxury Management, is going to handle the food and wine for
Golden Globes.
Golden Globes and also the
Country Music Awards.
Country Music Awards. So,
Isn't that great?
you know, he was busy
along,
before.
along with opening up 2 new restaurants, one in Monterey.
You know, Michelle, his lovely wife and baby are going to have to just pack themselves right in his suitcase and
go
hit
along
the
for
road
the
with them.
ride.
He's going to be gone a lot.
Absolutely.
So anyway,
Yeah.
so we've got also his new restaurant opening up soon on Cannery Road.
We'll have to have him back to talk about that.
The
brewery down on Cannery Row, and then the Old Stokes.
Yep. One
And
block
they're gonna-
up from
what are
the
they going to call that?
American-
1833 or something?
Something like
yeah.
that.
Is that right? 1833. And what's the brewing company, Dave?
right?
Cannery Row Brewing
And then
Company.
1833, which was formerly
Goodness
Stokes.
gracious. Dave. Okay.
Okay, so that's what's up.
That's what's up. Okay, we have to get ready to chow down on the pizza. So we're going to play some more music while we do that. Coming up is Asia. No. Coming up is it Asia? No.
We just did that. We did In
Asia.
Excess.
In
Need
Excess.
You Tonight. This is a
Need You
great
Tonight.
song.
And then we'll follow that up so we have a little time to eat the
I think
pizza.
this is one of In Excess's most. I think it's their best song that they did.
Okay,
This one coming
and
up.
then we'll follow it up with the USA for Africa, where they got all the people together in the studio and sang "We Are the World." And you know what? They did that recently, after
did.
all this time, 25
For Haiti?
years, for Haiti. But I haven't seen the video. Have you?
No, I don't think it got as much.
I don't think it got
push.
released, or if it did,
You know what
I
happened?
haven't seen
I
it.
think that after the Haiti earthquake, there's been several major earthquakes that it's just
Kind of lost focus. They had the Chile earthquake.
it's kind
and-
of my Taiwan.
Well, anyway,
China.
here we go with In Excess, Need You Tonight, and then we'll follow it up with USA for Africa and We Are the World.
Thanks
Does
for
that
watching.
bring back memories? We Are the World?
They played that
over and over,
and it's a
over.
long song
It
too.
is a long song. How many minutes was that song, Dave?
7 minutes.
7 minutes. Lots of stars, so they had to have a long video
To
so
get the-
everybody
could
could
have their shot.
have their close up in the sunshine, as they say.
You're watching Monterey on Tonight. We're here every Saturday night from 8 to midnight.
4 hours of classic music videos like the one you just saw, and we're going to see if we can find out what happened to the new We Are the World video.
We will.
Yeah,
Okay, Gloria
because-
George is still here in our studio. So
Well,
she's
they're all having some of that wonderful Me and Ed's pizza,
Yeah,
and
and,
thank you, Akram, for being our sponsor for the last hour and for supplying us with that wonderful
and you
pizza.
know what? When we went to the song, I've never seen Doug Lumsden move so fast to get that box off of this desk. It's over there. It's a good
Terrific.
one.
Oh, great
It was
pizza.
garlic chicken.
Garlic chicken tonight, and everyone enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
And we are so happy that Akram is very busy tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And Gwen, who is the young lady who you usually see sitting here on the set with us showing the pizza, she was so busy
So
tonight.
busy.
She just came in and brought the pizza and took off.
Well, she did. She
and
did.
we didn't even get a chance to
No.
give her her tip.
So we want to thank them for being the sponsor last hour. Our first hour was brought to you by Ola in the Barnyard. Our second hour, Mia and Ed's at Fremont and Broadway. And now we are in the 10 o'clock hour.
We're in the 10 o'clock hour.
On
and
time.
We're on time
on
tonight,
time.
yeah.
And this is brought to you by Alberto's
Mr.
in
Alberto
Pacific Grove.
Bonatelli
Yes.
at Alberto's in Pacific Grove, California.
And speaking
Great
of which,
Italian
we
food.
have, if you send us an email through our feedback form at kymbtv.com, we're giving away a $25 gift certificate tonight to Ola.
Great food.
I'm sorry, Alberto's. Thank
Yeah,
you.
No, not Ola.
I'm just getting everybody all mixed up. Okay, Alberto's.
Alberto tonight at Pacific Grove on Forest Avenue up at the top of the hill.
Sorry.
Great Italian food. And
1219 Forest Ave.
there it is, 1219 Forest.
And Alberto Bonatelli was chef to the stars back in Malibu years past, and he had regulars such as Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, Don Rickles, George Hamilton, Barbara Streisand, all of those stars went into Alberto's Malibu restaurant. He left Southern California, got out of the rat race, moved up here to Pacific Grove, has a wonderful restaurant on Forest Avenue.
And he's got stories.
Great stories.
Great
And you
stories.
know, speaking about stories, I just heard you mention when you came back to the set that you over there with our next guest, Gary Hamada,
Boys, he have some stories.
talking about stories that Gary
From
has.
Janis Joplin.
Yeah,
He knew
and
Janis
Christopher
Joplin.
Cross.
Oh, well, anyway, I don't know. Before we go, let's just get him here, because I don't want to get the stories all.
Well, maybe he can't.
probably already have them mixed up, right?
Maybe
probably,
he can't talk about it.
Well, he can talk about how he knew Janis Joplin.
Okay.
Yeah, and he
Well,
can
anyway,
talk
he's
about
our
the,
next guest, and Gary's going to be on. He is the former host on radio for locals only on KRML, but he's now joined us here at KYMB, and he's on every week on our show on the Monterey
And he has
On
a
Tonight show.
special phone guest tonight, and we're going to go to our next song. And as soon as we come back, we'll have Gary Hamada and his special phone guest.
We will do that. And shall we go back to maybe this is Hall & Oates time?
Yes.
I'm a Hall & Oates fan. This is a great video from the past, and this is called Man Eater.
I know this one.
Do you remember?
Oh, it's a
Do, do,
great
do, do.
open.
Okay.
I love this bass open.
Here's Man Eater and Hall & Oates. That is Hall & Oates, and that's Man Eater, and the guy over on the right here, my right, and Jules' right is none other than Gary Hamada.
How you doing, Gary? Hi, Jules.
Gary.
Hi there.
Welcome. Gary is here every Saturday night as a regular here on our show, and Gary is doing a show on our Coastal Television Network called For Locals Only, which is a takeoff on the radio show that used to be on KRML.
Yeah.
That may be coming back someday.
May be coming back. As a matter of fact, I spoke to Jim Centetis, who's the general manager for KRML right now, and it appears that just a month or two from now, KRML will be, it's on the air now, but it'll be officially under new ownership.
Oh, great. Great. Well, glad to hear it. And you have a telephone guest tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because you and I were talking, and Jules were talking off the
Off camera.
off camera. It's a good thing we didn't. No one
About the old days.
Yeah, about the
Nobody
old
heard
days.
it. Yeah.
But we have someone that really actually is very much involved. I would say he's somewhat of a impresario like Bill Graham for the Central Coast, but he also happens to be our county assessor.
Tax assessor?
Well, he goes. His title is county assessor, Monterey County.
Oh, assessor. Okay.
His company is SLV Music Management, and he's also music columnist for formerly the Coast Weekly, and also the Carmel Pinecone. So I'm talking about Steve Vagnini. Steve?
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Juliana. Hi, Gary. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Very good.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I'll have to tell you something funny. I'm just watching the end of the movie The Blues Brothers.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that movie? At the very end of the movie, after all of their ordeals, do you know where they're going at the end of the movie where they're trying to deliver the money?
I don't remember.
To the office of the assessor of county.
Well, there's nothing more sure than death and taxes, and I'm asking. I guess at being a manager for a number of bands, Steve, is that somewhat of intimidating when you call a place and say, "I'd like to have my band booked there"?
No, not at all. They don't make the connection at all.
Now, I've seen you going way back, and you had your roots in music all the time. You used to write different columns for different newspapers. And I just wanted to ask you now, some of the bands you're managing now, they're the top bands on the Central Coast. You want to name a few?
Well, there's only two bands that I'm really working with right now. It's John Broadway Tucker. A lot of people remember them as the Broadway Blues Band. But John Broadway Tucker was recently named Best Blues Band by the Bay Area Blues Society, which is a very prestigious award. And of course, he's been won the Mobay Award at the Monterey Blues Festival, and I've been working with John for over 27 years now. And then the other group is Red Beans and Rice, which I've been working with them for close to 20 years. So there's a lot of longevity with the bands, and they've done well for themselves.
Yeah, Brian, who's the bass player for Red Beans and Rice, actually travels with Los Lobos for quite a few number of years.
That's right, and we actually have some very exciting news about Los Lobos. One of the things that I do every year is I promote the West End Celebration in Sand City, and they may be joining us this year to
No kidding.
perform at this festival. Yeah,
It's all about connections in this business, isn't it, Steve?
absolutely.
Yeah, I remember Jack Globenfeld and I were talking. He's the former executive director over the Sunset, and he got Kathy Griffin's, to perform at the Sunset, and you can't afford Kathy Griffin in that little 700-seat venue, and she had the Emmy Award-winning #1 show, and it's all about connections. That's what he said.
That's right.
Now, okay, so you got Los Lobos, you've got Red Beans and Rice, who's been how many years was #1 band on the Central Coast?
Well, they were for about 13 years running. They won the
13 years.
The Coast Weekly readers voted them the best local band. And both bands, I might add, are both in the studio right now working on their next CDs. Both of them have 4 out, and they'll be coming out with their 5th CDs sometime this summer later on in the year. And I think it's the best thing they've ever done. A lot of original material. And, that's what these bands work for. They hope that one day that their music will get recognized, get some airplay, and then all of a sudden they'll become overnight sensations after playing for 25 years.
Gary Cocola used to be a DJ here on a radio station.
Many years ago, KMBY.
Oh, sure. KMBY, Rich Berlin.
Sure. Down on Cannery Row, which is now KNRY.
Okay.
Steve, I'm going to ask you, it's sort of a weird question, but I think it's a question that a lot of people would like answered, is that during the day you're county assessor. So I would imagine that you can't wait till that gig ends and you get the night gig, which is music management. Am I right, or how do you play that?
Well, not so much. I enjoy my job very much during the day as county assessor. It's a lot of responsibility, and obviously in the last few years it's been a lot more difficult than it used to be with the downturn in the economy. But I take a lot of pride in what we do in my office. We do because the importance of it. You try and balance. You want to be fair to the taxpayer and make sure that they get their taxes lowered when there needs to be a reduction. But at the same time, you want to be fair to all of the entities that rely on property taxes, such as school districts and cities, the county, fire districts. So, it's very important work. So even though it's challenging, I enjoy it very much. And I work with a great group of people in my office and other offices in the county, and we do important work. So I like that. But it is always nice to go home at the end of the day and start making phone calls. And I do a number of festivals around, like I've done the music for the Relay for Life in Salinas, the fundraiser for Cancer Society. So working with all the bands that participate that.
Blues Monterey Bay Blues Festival and a number of others.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in a great area. It's a wonderful community that we live in. People come together, and as you know, there's some very prominent festivals, the Jazz Festival, the Blues Festival, that it's great to be part of all those things.
Gary and Juliana own the Coastal Television Network, which goes to 6 markets and 5 million households. And hopefully, they can get some of the music out and some of the bands out there that you've been working with for a number of years. I wanted to ask you about your kids. I know they were taking lessons and they're pretty talented. How are they doing?
My kids?
Yeah. Or are they grown up now?
They're grown up. Well, Layla's 27 and,
Right.
and she's out of the house and working for an engineering firm. And Skylar, who used to take piano lessons from your lovely wife, is graduating from high school this year.
Oh, great.
And she'll be going to San Diego State University.
Yeah.
But she doesn't play music anymore, but she listens to music all the time. That's your thing, so.
Yeah, Joyce would be happy to hear that. And you have a great family.
We want to thank you for coming on our show. Hopefully
We'd like to see you in person sometime, Steve.
Well, I'd love to come down in person sometime, I'd be glad to come down and talk about, some of the exciting events. When the West End Celebration starts announcing their lineup, I'd love to come down and tell you more about what's going to happen. Part of what we're going to do is, I don't know if you've been to the West End Celebration in Sand City. It'll be the 9th year, and I've done the music every year, and it just gets bigger and bigger every year. This year, one of our headliners is going to be Persephone's Bees, which is Tommy Ayer's band. You remember Tommy?
The great guitarist, yeah.
Yeah, so he's coming back to town with his band, and we're going to have Samba Da, the great Brazilian band, and Forest Day. It's a really good band from San Francisco, but great lineup. But Sunday for the first year, and then Friday, of course, we have our White Album Ensemble, which is the Beatles tribute band, which we do a fundraiser for Guitars Not Guns. Now, this is an organization that I've started working with the last few years, that we're trying to promote something for the kids to do, that at-risk children. We just finished our first series of 8 classes out at Rancho Cielo Youth Campus in Salinas. And what we want to do is we give guitar lessons to kids. We find the teachers. We give guitar lessons. At the end of the 8 weeks, we give them the guitar and hope that they'll
How nice.
play
Great
guitar.
program.
Yeah.
But it's a great organization. So Sunday's event is going to be to promote this Guitars Not Guns, and we're trying to bring all the community together. We're trying to bring the Silver Star program, the California Youth Outreach. We're trying to bring all of the community from South County to Salinas and the Monterey Peninsula. As you know, it's a very diverse county, and we don't always work as closely together as we should. There's a big divide between Monterey
If there's anything I can do, if you can go ahead and keep us posted, you've got my email address. Send me your press releases, and I'll get that information out over the air. And then as you get ready to launch the events, go ahead and we'll get you on the phone or have you in to go ahead and talk about it.
Fantastic.
That sounds great. Well, thanks a lot. We were able to put the photos that you sent of red beans and rice and the other photo that you sent on air while we were talking with you tonight, so our viewers got to get a peek inside of those photos you sent. We want to thank you for doing that.
Thank you, Steve, for being our guest and for being Gary's guest here on Monterey On Tonight. We'd like to, again, see you in person sometime, and we'd be happy to promote the groups and tell the folks about some of your groups and music.
Great.
And you've got my email address, so keep the press releases coming. Okay?
Thanks, Steve.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.
Have a great evening.
Thank you again, Steve.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Good night now.
Yeah, good night.
Hit that speaker button, Gary. We'll play a video, and then we'll come back to you and find out what's happening.
Oh, what's that?
Because Gary has the list of everything that's going on the Monterey Peninsula. Let's play that Heart video, Dave. It's called Never, and then we'll be back with Gary Hamada.
We'll see you
That's Never by Heart, a great music video from the past. And Gary Hamada is with us. Gary is here every week as a regular part of Monterey On Tonight. Gary has special guests as telephone guests, and also he is the only guy that I know that keeps a log of every single thing that's happening on the Monterey Peninsula.
And we actually took your word of advice and went over to Woody's.
We did. We went over to Woody's and we saw the jazz group Thursday night.
Kim
Enjoyed
Edmondson?
it very much.
A real jazz jam.
Hey, terrific group. Yeah, they are really great.
Michael Lent there from Barry Manilow's.
He wasn't there that night. No, he wasn't
the week
jamming the
before
night.
he was there.
Yeah, he was there the week before.
But the sax player with
Greg Abate.
Yep. What a great group.
Greg Abate used to be Ray Charles, but traveled with Ray Charles.
You know, Gary, I don't really know whether the folks who live here realize how fortunate they are to have this kind of music. These professional musicians on the Monterey Peninsula. You can just go in right down to Cannery Row at the American Tin Cannery to Woody's on a Thursday night and sit and hear the greatest jazz music that I have heard in many, many years.
World class. You're talking, Kim Edmondson or, like you say, Greg Abate. These are people traveling through the area and
just terrific music.
World class.
We're lucky. What's going on? What's happening?
Well, these are events that in a nutshell, I would go to if I could anymore, and it's getting harder and harder because we do this television show for Central Coastal Television Network,
right?
And it takes up a lot of my time now.
It does. It does.
But if I could go out and like I used to, and go out to every one of these things, this is the way I would do it.
And you have a long list there.
Well, I just try to keep it like 3 or 4, and tomorrow, okay, we're going to start with a freebie.
How do you write so small? kisses.
Do
too.
you remember that Ripley's Believe It or Not? They had the Declaration of Independence and a grain of rice.
Yeah.
I always wonder how they did that.
Well,
You have been practicing, I
You've been
think,
practicing.
because your print is
There
so
is
small.
folks, there is a lot on that little piece of paper. What's happening tomorrow? It's a freebie.
Okay, it's
Sorry,
a
I'll leave you
we'll
alone.
start out with a freebie where you can pick up some goodies and get really nourished and start off the day right. Farmers Market, Del Monte Center starts up tomorrow. It's the second year they're doing it in a row, and it's right off of Highway 1 in Monroe.
Right.
So in Monterey.
Yep.
Free.
And what time does it start? Do you know?
I don't know, early, I guess.
10
Farmers
o'clock in the
Market.
morning,
Yeah,
farmers
they didn't. I never know what farmers.
Now, have you been to that in the past?
I have in the past. It's good. And then Mondays they also have the Pacific Grove one.
Okay.
Farmers Market.
They
and
block
Tuesday-
off downtown. yeah?
Tuesday's the one that the Alvarado Street for
Yep.
years in,
For
in
years.
Monterey. Yeah, that's a good one.
Those are
So,
great. Those
yeah.
are great. And what else is happening?
Well, and then I would take in a jazz concert, and it's a good one. It's the Monterey Peninsula Jazz Spring Jazz Concert at Monterey Peninsula College from 3 to 5 p.m. $10, but it goes to good to help out the campus and the jazz band. It's led by the great pianist Eddie Mendenhall.
yeah, I've heard of him.
And Eddie he really grew up here as the boy wonder, but really honed his chops in Japan. He came back and has been playing just about everywhere. You might have seen him at Woody's with Kim Edmondson
Yeah.
on Thursday.
yeah.
He'll have a special guest. This is one of the Downbeat Magazine's rising stars, vibraphonist. Mark Sherman will be there tomorrow at the MPC Spring Jazz Concert. And that starts at 3 to 5 tomorrow. And I probably would, if I could squeeze it in, I would definitely go to the Tor House Spring Garden Party tomorrow.
That's right. That's in Carmel.
2 to 5 p.m. Now, anybody that has seen Iger Sanction, and I stole this from Doug Lumsden from Monterey Movie Tours. I learned a lot from Doug. And he said Clint Eastwood starred in the movie Iger Sanction, which
Yes.
was Clint was a college professor. It was sort of a spy movie, wasn't it, Gary?
Yeah, as I recall, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on the MGM thing or not.
You
Yeah.
we'll check it. We may have it in the library.
Well, he lived in the Tor House in that movie. In the movie.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And
Great.
and you'll see different sites in the movie of the Tor House. And,
Oh, wow.
And of course, the Tor House is famous for the Robinson Jeffers poetry and where he lived, and it's going to be tomorrow.
How much is it?
You know,
say? Is there an admission?
it's $15.
Okay.
Wow.
That's not
Bring,
bad.
food and the whole thing
You
there.
get to tour it.
$15
Can't
to
beat
go to a
that.
historical landmark in Carmel. It's right on the
Terrific.
ocean. It's right on the ocean.
Right off of Scenic
Right
Drive.
off. Yeah,
That's
ocean.
from 2 to
2 to 5
2
p.m.
to 5
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
No children, unfortunately,
Okay,
and no
but,
pets.
but adults only.
No children under 12 and no pets. And you can get more information by going to torhouse.org, torhouse.org. I would look down the road. I know Dave Johnson's going to be looking at this next Friday and Saturday. The Quail Lodge, the Quail Motorcycle Gathering.
Right, and that's huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Dave rides
Dave's
a
got his Burl, right,
And
Dave? Buell.
gathering of a bunch of great motorcycles, collector's items, racing bikes, et cetera, et cetera. It's going to be at the Quail Lodge the next Friday and Saturday, May 7th and 8th. It will feature some of the best bikes. There'll also be, for more information, you can go to www.quaillodgeevents.com. And the big event next Sunday, Mother's Day.
Mother's Day is next
And
Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, you can find all kinds of things to do for your mom. Flowers, restaurants.
Yeah, they'll all be packed.
Yeah. Don't forget, everybody,
So if
Mother's
you're
Day.
local, just stay home and go on another. A lot of tourists come in
Lots
for that.
of tourists come for
Lots
Mom's
of tourists
Day.
come in.
Yeah,
So
yeah. And Dave will be out with the bikes.
Yeah. So that's it in a nutshell.
Well, thank you,
Thank you
Gary.
so
That is
much.
great. You know what? I say it all the time, too. There is so much going on here. We need to actually do a kind of a page on the Coastal Television Network to bring more of those tourists in for these special events, because there's not this much going on
Anywhere.
in the city that you and I used to live in.
That
Yeah,
shall be unnamed.
Notice I
for
say
the
that,
next
it'll be
10 minutes.
unnamed.
I'm going to put a plug in for Monterey Movie Tours, Doug Lumsden. Because
Doug's going to come
he's
on
coming
later.
on.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna come
because,
on and say
gosh,
hi.
We're gonna
I
say-
learned so much from that man.
Oh, well,
Wait, we're gonna have-
he's
we're
a
gonna have
wealth
him on.
of knowledge, and he was telling me that he took the bus. Well, I'll let him tell the story. Down at Cannery Row.
No, we're gonna wait. Let him tell the story. Let's
Okay.
go to a song and let's have him tell the
Okay,
story.
we'll have him come on and
Okay.
talk about that. Did you want to thank our sponsor for this hour?
That would be
Alberto's?
Alberto's in Pacific Grove. And we actually have Alberto's gift certificate, $25, that we are giving away. So if you've emailed us, thank you, Joyce and Karen, you are automatically entered.
Automatically entered.
And
in
Gloria?
and really, those folks out there tonight, call a friend and tell them about our show and get them to enter into our drawing, because we give these goodies away.
Can you put our website up?
Every Saturday night. Go to our website. Dave's going to put it up on the screen there.
KYMB.
Look for the little spot on the website.
Feedback
It's a
form.
feedback form. Just put your name and a way that we can get a hold of you, your email or phone number or whatever. And if you're a winner, we'll get these goodies out to you.
That sounds great. Okay, so we'll go to the next song, come
We're
back
gonna-
and put Doug on.
We're going to do that. We had Heart, and now we're going to go to Der Kommissar. How do you say
I would
that?
just say it's
Kommissar.
You'll recognize the song. Then
After the Fire.
You'll totally recognize the song once you hear it, though.
Absolutely.
So,
Monterey on
enjoy
tonight.
the
Here's
music.
the video. Oh, the commissar is in town. Don't turn around. It's Sarah.
Uh-oh.
Nicole. Uh-oh.
I'm Jules.
You're Jules' stand-in. This is Sarah Nicole. And
Hi, everyone. I'm Doug.
and that's Doug
And this is Sarah
Lumsden.
Nicole.
Hello. Hi.
Anyway,
We've been having fun all
we've
night.
been having fun, and I
Yes.
think too much soft
much.
drinks tonight. Huh?
Yes. Diet Coke. That's it.
That's it.
Enough for me.
Sarah is here to talk about the movies that are coming up right here on KYMB, This TV from the MGM Movie Studios. And Doug, who does the Monterey movie tours, is going to tell Sarah about the movies, because they're probably from years ago, right, Doug?
Years
But great
ago.
classic.
Yeah,
Great
everything's classic here.
movies-
We've got some
movies.
wonderful
So,
movies.
Sarah, what's happening?
And let me know if you recognize these movies.
Okay.
Because a lot of these I don't recognize, to be honest,
Okay.
because they're older and it's not my generation.
Right.
But they're great movies.
They
and
are.
I'm loving discovering these gems from
Years ago.
years ago. Classics, not old, classics,
I
right?
like the word classic. Yeah, I like
So we have quite a bit of back-to-back movies this week. Monday at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock, back-to-back, is The Whistleblower with Michael Caine and James Fox from 1987. It's a thriller. You recognize that one?
Terrific movie. Watch it.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Okay.
He's lying.
Very
but
good.
No, I'm kidding.
You see movies here you just don't see anywhere else.
That's true.
It is
It's
a good
just
movie.
amazing.
It's a good movie. Tuesday, again at 5 o'clock, and then again at 7:30, Thief with James, I want to say Caan?
James Caan, yep.
Okay,
Yep.
because I recognize that name. He's
Jimmy
quite
Caan.
an actor, right?
Jimmy
Did
Caan?
you ever see The Godfather?
Yes.
He was
Okay,
Sonny.
well, he was
Oh, okay.
Sonny
Right,
in
right,
The
right.
Godfather. James Caan.
James Caan and Tuesday Weld.
Tuesday Weld.
Tuesday Weld.
She was a big star many years ago.
She was pretty hotsy-totsy.
Yeah, she
I think
was.
we'd
And
say.
she used to be on a
Hotsy-totsy.
television show.
Hotsy-totsy.
Hotsy Totsy. Wasn't she on a TV
I wanna
show?
be
What, did that date me or what?
Wasn't
Well, I think you're there. I think you're I have to say you're.
the Hotsy Totsy?
I'm surrounded by two very successful, good-looking men
am I
right
too
now.
close to her?
Hey,
I
a
don't know.
question though.
Wait.
Doug, help me here. Was Tuesday Weld on a television show many years ago called Peyton Place?
Yes.
Yes, you think so?
Yes.
We-
I'm supposed to answer
We're,
that.
we're gonna get Jules to go
Tuesday
to the
Weld.
Jules is going to go to the
What a cool
computer and
name.
find out if Tuesday Weld
I'm
ever
not
started
sure
on
if
Peyton
she
Place.
was-
For some reason, I just remember her from those days.
So this movie Thief is an action movie from 1981 with those two actors.
Okay,
James
so it
Caan
should
and
be a
Tuesday
good
Weld.
movie
It's a good
because they
movie.
were both
Did
great
you ever see it?
actors.
Thief?
I don't think I saw it.
No.
No, so I'm going to watch it.
It's on
I'm
back
gonna
to
watch
back.
it.
And then what else is on?
You know what's great about the back-to-back movies is if you walk in halfway, like when you get off work, most people get off at 5. These start at 5 o'clock, so you can come in, get the last half of the first one, and then you can catch the beginning of the second
See,
one.
great idea. And they repeat. A lot of our movies
Right.
repeat during the week.
And then Wednesday we have Number One with Charlton Heston and Jessica Walter from 1969. It's a drama. It's called Number One, back to
You
back.
know who Jessica Walter is?
I know who Jessica
That one
Walter
in
is.
Play Misty for Me.
Yes.
Oh, she was spooky.
You know, I still haven't seen that.
You haven't seen Play Misty
know,
for
I
me?
know,
Oh,
I
I
haven't
have
seen
the
it.
Come on the movie
DVD.
tour.
Let me know.
Come on the movie tour.
She was married to Dudley Moore, Tuesday Weld? Goodness. Oh, and she was in Peyton Place? Thank you, Catherine. Return to Peyton Place. A return to Peyton Place, okay. And
Now
what else do we have coming up this week,
Then
Sarah?
again on Thursday, another back-to-back called Flyboys with Martin
Flyboys.
Henderson from 2006. It's
Flyboys.
a newer one.
That's a new one.
Flyboys.
Gee, I didn't know we had new movies
It's an
in our
action.
library.
No, we do.
Yeah,
we
how
do.
about that?
We have quite a few.
Good, super.
And
Well,
then,
it sounds like a great week. What else do you have?
Friday, Real Men with James Belushi and John Ritter from 1987. It's a comedy. So if you're feeling like a little comedy, Friday night at 5 o'clock, and then again at 7 o'clock. Yeah, no, 6:30. 7 o'clock.
How about Natasha?
I did. I picked one with Natasha Richardson. We all loved her and still
Yes.
do.
Very sad.
Called
Yep.
Patty Hearst with Natasha Richardson and William Forsby
Uh-huh.
from 1988. It's called Patty Hearst.
Patty Hearst.
Saturday at 2 p.m. So if you're a Natasha Richardson fan, it's a great movie with her.
These are just movies you just don't see
You
anywhere
don't-
else.
yeah,
I
really.
love to turn on Channel 19.
Hey, you
I
know
mean,
what? You just said something. It's movies that you don't see anywhere else, but Saturday night, it's classic music videos that you don't see anywhere else but right
Yeah.
here.
It's
Hey, we have the
a
market
lot of fun,
corner.
too.
You know what my thought is that you can look these up on YouTube, or you could go rent these in the Blockbuster movie rental place. But what's going to inspire you to think, oh, I want to go see that movie?
Nothing but
These older
Sarah.
movies never
I was
cross
just
your
going
mind.
to say that.
Nothing but Sarah on
Sarah
Saturday
could inspire you
night.
to watch this.
I'm inspiring you right now that these are great gems that we forget about if we don't remember that they're great movies. So
That's right.
you don't have to
Really
go
true.
to the movie rental place.
Hey,
or
and
go
I
to
want
YouTube.
to commend you on a great job you did yesterday over at the American Tin Cannery.
Oh, thank you.
Sarah interviewed Bill Grimm, who is with the Cannery Row Company, and they're going to become our sponsors here on Monterey On Tonight and the
Terrific.
television station,
Terrific.
American
Good
Tin
job.
Cannery.
I'm
and
excited.
she did a super job, and
Thank
that'll
you.
be on probably as soon as Dave can get it edited. Great job.
We shall see.
Next week?
She always does a good job.
Okay, yes, she
Thank you.
does.
You
Well,
guys
thank
do
you,
too.
Mr. Doug.
Well,
How's
you're
everything
welcome.
at
I don't think I
Monterey
threw
Movie
much in.
Tours?
Doing good. We had a special
Oh,
thing
we
yesterday.
wanted to ask you about
Yes.
driving the bus down Cannery Road today.
Actually, it was yesterday.
yesterday.
And there was a PETA demonstration. You might have, viewers out there, you probably saw it in the front page of the Monterey County Herald this morning.
Oh, that's right.
And they just quickly, it happened just as I was driving the movie tour bus by, and we just kind of built it into the movie tour.
A what
A
demonstration?
gal that was sitting, laying on the sidewalk, kind of half dressed, I guess you could say, and they had a little PETA sign there, and so I just kind of built it in. Off to your right,
PETA, the
is-
animal?
we have a
Yes.
gal who's half dressed.
Yes.
And,
Oh,
so,
so
we slowed the bus down immediately,
Yeah,
and
stopped. She was
everyone on
body
board.
painted, right?
Yes, she was
it was
body
the animal
painted.
rights PETA?
Yep,
Is that-
animal
okay.
rights. Yeah,
Cool.
and
Yeah.
so we just
I
slowed
like that.
everything down, and we just went right there
And stopped the bus.
Stopped the bus, stopped traffic, and we just had to talk about the PETA demonstration. But you never know what's going to happen on the movie tour.
You never do.
I mean, you just don't.
I like
So we had a good
PETA.
time.
I support PETA. I'm
absolutely.
vegetarian.
Oh,
But that's just my thing.
well, good.
But PETA's good.
Hey, we support all causes.
I'm a
here.
fully clothed vegetarian. Most of the time.
We
all the
support
time.
all causes.
We do.
You know what? Go to your computer right now and get us an email. Go to our website, kymbtv.com. Send us the email on our results form there, and we're going to put you in.
Joy emailed us.
Joy emailed us. Hi,
Put
Joy.
in there.
Joy Anderson.
In the fishbowl
Oh,
for
I know
tonight's
Joy.
drawing
Hi,
three.
Joy.
Do you know Joy?
Yes.
Great.
Hi, Joy.
We're going to draw out 3 tonight, and we're going to give away a $25 gift certificate to our sponsor of the hour, Alberto's Ristorante in Pacific Grove.
So good.
Isn't
His
it great?
food is best Italian
He is the
restaurant.
Very
chef
good.
to the
So
stars.
good.
Very good.
Good old Alberto over on Forest Avenue in Pacific Grove. And then we're also going to give a, what else are we going to give away, Jules?
$25
Tw-
for the party.
$25 to First Impressions Party over on Franklin,
Wow.
2 tickets to the beer fest.
and 2 tickets to the Beer
You'll
Fest.
see me there.
Yeah.
Send those emails in.
So send
Boy,
the
that's
emails
a-
in, and we're
I'm
going to
gonna
get
go
back
email.
to
Can
the
I email
music.
right now?
And we had Der Kommissar. That was, let's see, who was that? What was the name of that group that did that? The After the Fire. And then the next one coming up is Culture Club. And this one is I'll Tumble for You, or for ya, whatever. Here it is on Monterey on Tonight. Salute Alberto. That's Alberto Bonatelli from Alberto's Ristorante in the Pacific Grove, California. Did I do a good job?
Very good,
I was imitating Alberto because he has a little bit of the accent.
So do you, because you're Italian too.
But yeah, but I
100%.
don't. But I can do the
I
accent.
had to learn how to cook all over again when I married Gary.
Good spaghetti.
Yeah, what I used to
With
make,
with the good gravy.
And they don't even. It's what they don't call it sauce. It's gravy, right?
It's with the good Italian gravy.
Yes, and there's a secret to that.
There is a secret.
There
to
really is. If anyone wants to know, email me and I'll
Mom's a
call
recipe.
you and tell you what it is.
You want to talk about what's happening because Gary talked about what's happening, and you want to talk about.
Well, Gary's got a real good handle on the events going on in Carmel and within the music scene. And as a matter of fact, speaking of music scene, May 21st through the 23rd is the annual, it's actually the 4th annual Monterey Rock and Rod Festival.
Rock and Rod, that ought to bring out a few folks.
It's actually Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and you can get tickets now, and it's muscle and classic cars showcased for a nonprofit fundraiser benefiting the Gateway Center of Monterey.
You know what? I bet our good friend Dave Pilo, former California Highway Patrolman, will be at the Rock and Rod Festival. Yeah, because he loves those old cars.
And you're going to be there. We're going to be there.
Because,
we are? Yes, because they had that group that you like. Is it the Shirelles?
The Shirelles are going to be there?
What?
Yeah.
Was it? Anyway, I'll check. It's a big name. I thought it was for sure it was the Shirelles going to be there. Live music,
You know what?
great
There was
food.
the Commodores, or part of the Commodores, and someone else were over at Sly McFi's tonight.
Don't say Commodores, as in...
The Commodores. Part of the group of the Commodores.
Why didn't you tell me? We could have ran a rerun. That was like one of my favorite...
What happened to our picture, Dave? Oh, there we are. The camera. The camera.
We have a grumpy camera tonight.
Yes, we do. We have
it's
a grumpy camera.
Huh.
It is losing its picture.
Well, you know what? It worked really hard yesterday over at the American Tin
reason.
Cannery.
Yeah.
So maybe something got a little bit tired in it. So anyway, and then on the May 16th and 17th, you've got the Artichoke Capital of the World. Casterville will have its 50th annual Artichoke Festival.
Oh, wow.
Which we usually go and get a great big box and make artichoke hearts. Oh, they're so good. And they have music, cooking demos, wine tastings, a parade, and did you know Marilyn Monroe in 1963 was discovered when the festival crowned her as its first parade queen.
Mm-hmm.
What a
How about that?
event, huh?
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's coming up, and
Alrighty. So, do you think we should play another video and then have
the beer fest, which we're giving away, but that's not till June. But we're going to be talking about that all month in May.
Yeah.
Because
the
we
month
got tickets.
The month of May.
Yeah. So we can go to our song.
Today's May Day, May the 1st.
It is May the
Yeah.
1st. Can you believe it? Summer's just like right around the corner.
How about that? And all the tourists will be here.
That's right.
June, July, and August. They're coming.
They're coming. If you have a business and would like to be a sponsor of KYMB Channel 19 or our Coastal Television Network, you saw Sarah Nicole on an earlier segment. And Sarah Nicole is our on-air host, and she's doing business profiles. And we have some special introductory rates going on right now. So
We do.
give us a ring or shoot us an email through kymbtv.com. We'll enter you into the drawing tonight, and we'll give you a call and give you some information about how that works.
Very good.
Okay.
Shall we get back to the
yes.
music?
What's next?
Well, we just did the Culture Club, and now we're going to jump down to Tears for Fears, and this one is called Shout.
Ah, from high school, 1980s.
Do you remember this?
Absolutely.
Here we
Yes,
go,
I do.
Tears for Fears.
Enjoy
Monterey
it.
on Tonight. Come on, Eileen. Do you remember that video?
Dexy Midnight Runners, I do from the 80s.
How
I was
about
in
that?
high school, yes.
You were in high school.
I
Oh,
was.
goodness gracious.
I was in high school, very near where you had your restaurant, Fatburger.
And where was Matt the waiter in the 80s?
I do not remember at all. I was serving something somewhere to people. They were so hungry and I served them.
You are like 2?
I served Irene. She came in and said, "There, men are following me. I need nourishment," and I fed her. And she continued on into the video. You two look a bit hungry yourselves.
Oh, you know what?
Would you care for it? Oh, look!
Oh,
I
look.
have brought the menu, and I will
brought
bring you
the menus.
bring you the food, and so that you will not hunger.
Oh, wow.
them-
Set
you so
studio
much.
service.
Matt's the
about
waiter,
that?
and also
We have our own personal waiter
We do.
here on Monterey on Tonight.
yes, I'm always eager to fill the bellies of the people.
I like your Isabella's and your Matt the waiter.
This is
Dave,
so-
you got that second camera?
Yeah.
You can
The people will know
just get
Well,
it.
that it is
no,
Matt.
We don't have to do close up. He's okay. He's centered. It's
Yeah.
just
Matt,
there
where
you
were
go.
you tonight? Where were you
Oh,
tonight?
tonight I was at Latitude Restaurant.
Down at
serving-
Lover's Point.
Yeah, beautiful. That's where I live.
Ah,
At the park.
that's right. You're across the street
In the tree
park.
with my
I
squirrel
forgot.
friends. Not girlfriends, but well, there is one.
Squirrel
Squirrel
friends.
There is one who is particularly attractive. But they're my friends. I live there with my collection of aprons
You
and
have.
my vine tools. And also, if you need, the salt.
Oh, he's got. The,
But we will not give it to you on the plate because we are in California and everything goes on the side.
On
Really?
the side. Yeah.
Not like this,
On
but
the
like
side.
that. On the side.
On the side.
Oh.
You have your salt and your condiments on the side.
Oh.
And
You know, I'm guilty of that.
it is okay.
I'm
It is-
guilty of on the side. I drive people crazy when I say, can I have the dressing on the side?
Yeah, we've done that to Matt the waiter.
We like to be
unfortunately.
an extra ice.
Extra
Yes.
ice
Oh, he knows
on
how
the
to-
You are
side.
concerned about the carbohydrates, and so
Yes.
we bring you the styrofoam peanuts instead.
That's
And you dip them in your dressing on the side, and I smile on the way back to the kitchen and say, oh, they are happy and they are calorie-free. You do not have to worry, and at Latitudes and Isabella's, whatever your allergy might be, if you have no need for gluten, is very popular in 2010, since the millennium, is no gluten.
Do you get asked that?
All the time. And they
Wow.
worry, and they say, please, we
I
want
think
to
Sarah
survive.
Nicole's got a thing about gluten.
And
don't
I
know.
salute you for coming to the restaurant anyway. And we always take care of you because we insist
And you
our
have got
customers
great
survive.
menus here.
yeah.
You will live.
Great
I
menus.
promise you. Yes.
What is like one of the most popular things ordered this last week on the menu? A lot of it.
All the time. Oh.
the specials.
What are they?
The specials also is
the
in macadamia.
specials?
The fish that's come fresh
Yes.
from this Monterey Bay. They fly into the air.
Macadamia nuts.
We catch
something.
them.
Just Teeny on the boat catching them.
Also, yes, he is. But he's very gentle. He will speak to the fish and say hello and welcome to the restaurant. You will be covered in macadamia nuts and in little sweet potatoes, and you will come and you will
That's
eat
a
it.
great. That's a great one. The macadamia nuts.
They will be your friend, and also the salt.
And the
on-
salt on,
on
the
the
side.
side.
On the
The
side.
side, like this.
Not too much salt.
No,
Not good for you.
low sodium. And
sodium.
people will live on, and they'll bring more generations of people.
Who drove you tonight? Or who would you bring?
This is also my friend Nick. He's another very popular and important
I know
waiter.
Nick.
I recognize him from Latitudes as
Latitudes.
well.
He will talk to you, and he will talk to you more. And then when you're eating, he will talk to you, and he will talk to you more, and he will become. He has been the godfather to 3 children of the
my-
customers who come
really?
into the. Yes.
See that? See that?
Wow.
Nick, it's actually 4.
Everyone
He has
becomes-
corrected me, and I am chagrined.
Everyone becomes family.
Yes, at all these restaurants, and with my apron.
So between the two restaurants, Isabella's and Latitudes, which is your favorite?
He works at both.
That's a hot seat.
You want me to be killed? Why? No, the bloodshed of Matthew is unnecessary. I assure you, I want to live.
Okay, how about this?
Yes.
What is the difference between the two in
the
your
difference?
experience as a waiter?
That's a good
the
question.
difference is a mighty load of fresh seafood at Isabella's from the wharf. Like I said, you see the fish flying up. and
They come right
catch
into the
them,
restaurant?
And they catch them and interrogate them. Because a fish that has been released of all its guilt through interrogation will taste more moist and succulent than a fish that is stressed out.
Yes,
So we
right.
eliminate the stress so the fish will taste like the nectar of the god for you and your family. You bring them to Isabella's. And Latitudes also is it's so beautiful at night, the dining room.
Yes.
The ambiance of Latitudes with jellyfish.
I know
They
they're-
do not
they're-
sting you.
They're hanging from the ceiling.
They are lamp
Beautiful.
form. They're in lamp format. They will not sting you, and again, you will not die because they are just your friend. And you wave to them, we turn it up brighter, and you will smile and eat your sandab.
Yeah.
Before we forget,
What?
he has been bringing photographs to us.
Yes.
And we had a photograph last week that Matt took, and we were going to
Give the answer today.
give the answer tonight.
So we're going to show you, and then we're going to show you the answer. And we had several guesses come in.
So here was here was the photo that we showed last week. Where was this photo taken in Monterey? And the answer, did we have a winner? Did we have a winner?
Did we have some winner?
Did I
No.
give you the big blow up one?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, show them the big.
Here's the blow up.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Is
and
this a
that
handsome picture? If I do
that
say
is
so
a
myself?
handsome picture, and that's taken from the parking garage,
Yes.
and that is
On Pacific.
On Pacific? No, it's not on Pacific
We
Street.
were coming down.
It's
Cali.
not.
No.
No,
There's
it's
the citizens of Monterey. They go out.
where it's on the parking garage, but
What street
but
is
it's
it
right
at?
down the
Cali
street.
Principal.
See,
Oh, it's on
Sarah
Cali,
was right.
Cali
yeah.
Principal.
Sarah,
Yeah,
Cali
yeah.
Principal.
You're right, Sarah. You win.
Cali
no, did we?
Principal.
Did we have a winner to the email?
We had several guesses come in.
But not a winner. Not a winner. Okay,
People
so
of Monterey.
Because somebody guessed the Custom House Plaza, but that's
no,
that's
that
further
wasn't it.
down.
Yeah,
Should
that's
we
further
reach
down.
out to the people?
Yes, let's reach
Bring
out.
your
to-
friends
Yes,
and your children that you carry. Put them in a red radio flyer and your spouse.
That's
And
right.
trolley along through downtown.
You know,
and-
Matt, you almost have to walk
Yes.
to see these things because when you're in the car and you're driving, you're zipping
But
by
see,
and you
because
don't
I had
see 'em.
seen, because I saw that preview when we were driving,
You saw it.
I
but
saw it
you
right
were
away.
a passenger.
that's true. But,
I was driving.
But the thing is that I never probably would have recognized it had we not. Before I would have just like, what are you giving me salt?
That's salt.
More salt.
More salt.
Okay,
That's an appetizer.
this is my appetizer.
We're having an appetizer.
Um,
All right,
we
so
have a
now
new
do
one.
we have a new one?
We do.
Okay, Dave, let's see what the new one Matt brought us tonight is.
Oh.
Ah, beautiful.
Matt takes some really good
He
pictures.
does. Now, where is this? And there's a word for this, Matt, that kind of art. I remember years ago from my college days.
Well, you've got a week
it
to
had-
figure it out, honey.
Yeah, it had a name, the scroll and all of the.
Dork.
Yeah, I'll have to go look at my old textbooks
We
to
should
see.
challenge the people to,
Challenge the
to know
people.
the art type.
Okay, so tell us now. Go to our website, kymbtv.com. Let us know if you know.
Where
and
that's
these are toughies. I mean, there's a lot of folks out there that don't know
And
where
that's
these
okay.
landmarks
and it's
are.
okay because actually that's what we're wanting to accomplish. We're wanting
we
to like
wanna
show you things that maybe you haven't.
Familiarize folks.
You're
with.
not familiar.
Matt, you're a good photographer.
I appreciate it.
And we
Thank
really
you so
appreciate
much.
the
And
menus.
thanks for bringing the menus.
What will
you know
we have
what?
to drink?
We're actually, you know what? I'll tell you. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but tonight we had Mexican food at 8
Oh.
o'clock.
We had
We
pizza.
had pizza at 9 o'clock. I can't eat another thing.
I think Matt should be in charge of the desserts.
Was your food
maybe
guilt-free?
dessert now.
You should be in charge of
Maybe
the desserts.
dessert.
You
Oh
come to
yeah.
Latitude for the deep fried
Yeah,
cheesecake?
the deep fried. What are our choices of desserts?
Goodness, at
Can you
Latitude.
can you
Did you
recite?
hear him? He
I
Can
can.
you recite all of the desserts?
We have the creme brulee.
Creme
It's
brulee.
delicious. It is homemade,
Okay.
and the torch burns it
Okay.
until it is crunchy, and
Okay.
you will they press through and get to the custard inside, and
yeah.
it is good. And then also a homemade bread pudding with brandy on the rum on the butterscotch. Oh, there are no raisins. They
No
don't live inside
raisins.
our bread
No,
pudding,
no
but the
ra-
walnuts do.
The raisins don't live inside the bread.
No, the raisins live to the side and they just frolic.
Okay.
But then the walnuts, they live there with,
All right.
with the bread pudding. It's so good. Also, the 5 layers, not 4, 5 layered chocolate fudge cake.
Oh, that's
You drink,
that's
you
my
eat it,
favorite.
you have milk and you.
That's my favorite.
And then also the deep fried cheesecake is cinnamon and sugar crusted
Deep
pastry.
fried
It is
cheesecake.
fried. It's great with the flames of
Unbelievable
Odin.
cheesecake.
It is crisped, and you eat it and you share because it is a large plate.
Oh, huge.
Raspberry sorbet and berries,
Huge
and your
cheesecake.
friends also. Oh, there is the chocolate lava cake.
Chocolate
With the
lava
surprise
cake.
inside, the melted
Oh,
chocolate
wow.
that it melts on your face, and you laugh and you have a good time, and the table next to you it says, "What is that?" And you say, "Oh." Also, we get the dry ice. Our presentation is the most beautiful ever.
Oh, I
That's
know.
right. It just kind of fogs up off the plate.
You
and
mo-
you know what?
Yes.
There is something that we have,
Yes.
Jules and I, when we go in as dessert, that's not on the menu, and they can do it.
It
Have
is-
we ever have?
Yes,
have
he's
you
been
know
there.
what it is?
Oh yeah.
The answer is when any customer, especially our dear friends, ask for anything special, the answer is absolutely. is our answer.
Do you remember our
Guess
special?
what we...
They are nostalgic, and it brings a single tear rolls down my face
Single
when they
tear.
remember their first date.
Yes, our
And
first
they
date.
had root beer floats.
You
Oh,
remembered?
root
I
beer
told him that.
We care deeply.
Yeah.
All
I
of
can't
us.
believe it. We did have a root beer float.
Terrific dessert. A root beer
But he even
float
remembered
at
we did that
Latitudes.
when we used
Yeah,
to date.
our first date.
You are our good friends, and we will always take care of
Wow.
you. And all of you. And
Stop
and
by Latitudes or Isabella's and see
And
Matt.
then Heather's, can you hand me that postcard? And if
Oh, yes.
if anybody would like a
$10 off.
complimentary, you don't have to win this. You just have to let us know you want one through our KYMB TV website. $10 off your second dinner entree, or $5 off your second lunch entree. And this is good at Latitudes or Isabella's. So send us
And you will
a
see
request,
Matt the waiter, and you can get his autograph
and he'll
and talk about
good
his
care of
trip
you.
down to the Comedy Store in L.A.
someday, yes.
Aha.
We'll
Thank
get
you.
your
It's because
autograph
of you,
now.
my good friends, and your root beer floats.
Yes. Thank you, Matt. Thanks for being
Thank
here
you.
tonight. We're going to go. This video is one of the classic videos from the 80s. Thank you, Cool TV. This is Duran Duran, and this is Girls on Film. Hey, there's our guys, Jose and Gregorio. You stop by and see them at Jose's
stopped by
Underground.
today.
Did you?
I said hello to Gregario. He was there
At Jose's, Del Monte, and
Broadway and
Broadway.
actually
Seaside.
and Del Monte, right?
Yeah, Del Monte and Broadway.
And you know,
That's
as a
the
matter of
second
fact,
location.
He showed me the Monterey County Weekly. They have a schedule, so when you pick it up, you can keep an eye out for what they always have going on.
Yeah, I have one of those somewhere.
Where?
Right
oh, you
here.
sure did.
See, I have
you
one.
sure did, dude.
Is it the same as mine?
I hope so.
Yep, it sure is.
Karaoke down there at Jose's
On Thursday nights.
on Wave Street, Thursday nights, $1 beer, 8 to 10 o'clock, no cover, 21 over, and doors open at 8 o'clock. Of course, they're serving food before 8 o'clock, but that's at the Underground, which is downstairs from Jose's.
And this is the location that's actually on Wave Street, 1 block up from Cannery Row.
1 block up from Cannery Row and 1 block down from the Wave Street Studios, right?
No, it's further down.
Further down.
Yeah.
Not a block? 2 blocks? Walking distance?
Something like that.
Okay, and then Friday nights is now I guess
That's
this
a
is
group, honey.
Is that a group?
Yeah, fish
Is-
beer.
Is that coming up this week or is that last week?
No, that's
That was
Friday
this last
nights.
Friday night.
Yeah, Saturday nights.
And then that was tonight. I can't pronounce.
Cavarzi, Los Talichis, Ever Resistant and Electric Narcotic, and that is actually just rock. On Saturday nights they have rock, pretty much rock band,
Rock.
and they are open till. Gregario told me today when I saw him till 2 a.m.
Wow. So you guys could
And-
still leave now and go down there.
And that's a $5 cover, 21 or over. Doors open at 9. So yeah, they go all night. And then on Wednesday night they'll have Cinco de Mayo, Michael Glenn's featuring O, plus live DJs, drink specials all night. No cover.
Yeah.
No cover. 21 and over. Doors open at 9 p.m.
And they are open from 11 a.m. to late. Late means
forever.
when you guys leave, they close.
Yep.
$1 beer, 8 to 10 p.m., 7 days a week, and
That's a good
That's
price.
a good price. Yeah.
That's a good price. Well, I talked to Gregario, and in June we're going to be doing something special with KYB get together
we'll
at their.
do our little mixer down there.
Yep, that's what we're
Great.
going to do. So
That will
we'll
be
keep
fun.
you posted, but we want to thank them. They are our 11 o'clock sponsor since we started the show.
Since we started the show.
Weeks ago, so we want to thank them both.
2 cool guys. Gregorio and Ozzy from Jose's Underground.
And when
Thanks,
you see
guys.
them, let them know that you.
Please tell them that
You heard
heard about them on Monterey on Tonight. You know, it's really ironic. All of our sponsors are restaurants.
I know. We
So-
like that. Well, where can you live in the United States and have as wonderful of a selection all
Yeah, great
across the
food.
board?
Great
across
food.
the board. So
Anyway, thank you so much for watching our program tonight. If you have not entered our contest, no purchase is necessary. Please go to our website, kymbtv.com, and enter. And we're going to be giving away 3 prizers tonight before we go off the air. Our producer, Catherine Nagel, will be pulling out the winners' names.
And if you are watching for the very first time, we're here every Saturday night. We just lost video again.
Yeah, we did.
Do we have audio when that happens, Dave?
I don't know what's happening.
You know, we're here every Saturday night. We're live. Tonight we've had a camera that's a little grumpy, but that's what live TV is about, folks. You never know what's going to happen. But we want to thank Dave Johnson, our engineer. He always manages to pull us back up.
Well, we've got another camera if that one dies.
Yeah. Actually, we also, when we're not running our show on Saturday nights, after our program, we will switch to the Coastal Television Network, and
Saturday nights or midnight.
At midnight, and that's a sampling for our local viewers here to see what we're doing with our other business to promote tourism to the area. Because what happens is when tourists decide to get in their car and drive here from any of the markets, we're actually Coastal TV's in Sacramento, Fresno, Bakersfield, San Jose, San Francisco. When they come to these areas and they eat at the restaurants and they stay in the hotels, it helps the tax base here. And when that tax base is helped, then it helps keep all of the costs for the locals down, and it keeps the roads improved and the schools and the operating and the firemen and the police departments working. So it's really important.
Well, tourism is the number one business.
It's the heart of the economy here in the area. So you'll see a sample of that at midnight. We've got some really exciting programs. We did a coverage of a Fight for Five. It's an NFL celebrity event. We had Chris Terrence come from Fresno to the AT&T and interviewed Kenny G, Don Cheadle, Huey Lewis, and so all of these programs are lined up after midnight tonight.
And Gary Hamada's on.
And Gary Hamada's on as well. As a matter of fact, his was a concourse on the Avenue. It was the Carmel event.
He's on tonight at midnight.
Event. And then we have the rest of the week movies from the MGM Movie Studios library and Canon, Polygram, and Orion films. And we've had some really great feedback. What are you doing?
I'm looking to see how many we have in our fishbowl.
You know what? If you go to our website,
our candy bowl.
our candy bowl.
I call it the fishbowl.
KYMBTV.com. Send us a note. Let us know you're watching. Let us know you like what you see, or if there's something that you'd like to see more of, then we'd love to hear from you, and you'll be automatically entered into our drawing.
Okay, should we get back to the music?
Are you trying to say I've said enough?
I think you have.
Okay.
We did Stevie Nicks and Stand Back. That was the last video.
More
now
music
we're gonna,
and less talk.
Yes, and now we're going to jump ahead to REM and Man on the Moon, and follow that up with Rod Stewart in Downtown Train right here on Monterey on Tonight.
Thanks for watching.
Okay. Rod Stewart, Downtown Train, and before that REM and Man on the Moon, and two classic videos from our Cool TV library right here at Monterey on Tonight. I'm Gary.
I'm Jules.
We're here every Saturday night from 8 to midnight. We're getting into the bewitching hour here in about 20 minutes. We're going to have our drawing.
Word.
The bewitching hour. Ah, well.
You know
midnight.
What? Midnight. It's almost time to go.
It's almost time to go in the Coastal TV
and we've
network.
been busy tonight.
Yes,
we had a studio full of guests tonight.
We did.
This whole room and our conference table was full of food.
The green room, as we call it.
Yes.
Actually, we have a very small facility here, but everyone seems to fit just fine.
We are waiting for the day to do maybe behind the scenes, but we're going to wait because we want to build up to it. We don't want to give it away too
that's
soon.
right,
It takes away some of the specialness about what we...
We'll do some behind the scenes with the cameras so that you can see our setup here. Okay, those are the tickets that we're giving away tonight.
2 tickets to the June 5th 2010 Monterey Beer Fest and Short Pour Film Fest. And it says, come to the Monterey Fairgrounds for the greatest assortment of beer ever assembled on the Central Coast. Sample variety of styles of ales, is it lagers?
Lagers.
Lagers? Why do they spell L-A? And ciders from over 80 plus breweries with hundreds of beers to taste. On hand will be the best beer from around the world, including America, Belgium, Germany, England, France, Australia, Thailand, Italy, Asia, Ireland, Russia, Mexico, Jamaica, and California.
They're going to have a tough time next year with this.
Why?
Because David's going to open up his beer joint down there on Canada.
And they're going to be able to have it all. You know what? Maybe he can partner with Jeff Moses and they can do something special together. But I tell you what, Jeff Moses was so kind. We are giving away tickets all month of May. And then next weekend, we are going to be talking about the Artichoke Festival. And I've asked for tickets to give away for there. As a matter of fact, we have some really neat guests next weekend. We have
Bill Grimm's going to be here from
Executive Vice President
Cannery Row Company,
and then also Dr. Franklin.
Yes, Dr. Franklin from Ryan Ranch Medical Group.
I've got a call into the Artichoke Festival people, and then
Great.
we've got someone I'm in touch with the Rock and Rod Festival we've been talking about.
And the week after that, Jim Vossen will be here to talk about the new AM radio station, 1200 AM. The hits of the 50s, KYA is back.
Yes. So, and that's on what frequency?
Maybe I'll get a job with Jim being a disc jockey.
Only if you have me on as a guest.
Okay.
Can you?
Yeah.
Well, you do the Gary.
You know what? My whole career will be like start with rock and roll on KYMB and finish with KYA.
No, because you're going to have KYMB, honey, on TV.
That's right. KYMB's coming back.
So what you know what you need to do? You need to have a radio show at KYA. You put a camera in there like we tell everybody else to do.
Yeah.
And then we play that show on our KMBY TV station when we launch that.
That's a great idea.
Because that's launching. We have another station we're launching in 2 weeks.
That's right.
2 weeks.
The KMBY will be back.
So.
It'll be back in Monterey.
And we want to say hello. I said I would say it to Ann at Save Mart and all of the staff.
Hi, Ann at Save Mart.
We are always,
You're our favorite checker.
We always appreciate the people you see day to day.
Yeah,
and they're
she
so
watches
kind.
our show.
And our station, she DVRs the movies. That
She loves the movies.
So I told her I would say
Hey, you can
special
DVR this show for $5 just to trade out your Comcast receiver to Comcast DVR.
It's $5 a month extra.
$5 a month extra, and you can watch the show anytime you want
As
to
a
watch
matter of fact,
it.
and then if you hook up a DVD recorder to that unit,
Yeah.
we know people we can refer to help you do that. Then you can record the show.
Record the
and
show
then
and
have
make
it in
copies.
your,
and
No, you don't make copies. You want to leave it in your library.
Oh, leave it in your library. Yeah.
Right?
Well,
What are you going to do?
Give it.
Peddle the show?
No, give it to their friends to watch.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, why not?
Because it's...
Yeah, well, you can have
have
fun
to
watching the music during the week.
Yeah. Anyway. So
Okay.
what's next?
Well, we are going to play a video by the B-52s. Do you remember the B-52s?
Oh, boy, do I. They played this all the time.
And this is a very popular video. And then we're also going to play Bryan Adams and Sting and Rod Stewart, All for Love. And then when we come back, we're going to have our drawing.
Okay.
So
Sounds
it is first the B-52s, and this is Love Shack.
Oh, this is a great song. Enjoy it. We'll see you in a few minutes.
What a great video that was. That was Only the Lonely by the Motels.
We don't hear much from her
No,
anymore.
well, I don't think they're a group anymore, but what a great song. And before that, Bryan Adams, Sting, and Rod Stewart, and All for Love.
We've had a ball tonight. We want to thank
sure have.
everyone, and we want to thank everyone who's been watching for the very first time. And we'd like to have Catherine come up because everyone that's
Yes.
emailed us has been entered into our drawing. We have
They
some
are in our candy jar or fish bowl, depending on
if you're Gary or Jules.
If you're Gary or Jules. Jules says fish bowl. Gary says candy bowl. No, Gary says fish bowl. Jules says candy bowl.
Okay, the first gift certificate is for First Impressions Party Supply. They had the most neatest party supplies. Good for $25. So we'll see who
so
the.
let's see who the winner of the $25 certificate is for tonight. And it is
Daniel Phillip.
Daniel Phillip.
Wonderful.
And first time watching.
Here, let me get, can I borrow your pin? I
Okay,
won't
so
break
that's
that.
the
Okay.
$25.
First time I've been watching your show all night without changing. Love your
Oh,
show.
wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you,
And we're here
Daniel.
every Saturday night, so we hope you'll come back.
Okay, and one more. This is number 2, and this is for the dinner at Alberto's Italian Ristorante over in
Okay.
Pacific Grove, and it is Felix DiMonte.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
And he said, I absolutely love your show.
Sorry.
How about that? Where else do you get great 80s videos and local information? How
Okay,
about
so
that?
that's
Thank you,
Alberto's.
Felix. That's Alberto. And the last one for tonight?
This is for, actually, you have to be 21 years because we'll have to confirm this.
Yes,
which
we
I'm
will
sure.
have to confirm. And that is...
Rainbow Send at Monterey Bay. So this is an email. Just found you. Glad I was channel surfing. So
and
that's
that was
great.
from a few Saturdays ago.
Last Saturday.
Well, last Saturday.
Yep.
Okay, so Rainbow Send, we will send you an email, and we'll find out if you're 21.
And if you are, you just
You
won
can go to the Beer Fest.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
Well, thank you.
Enjoy
thank you,
the
everyone.
day tomorrow. It's Sunday. It's supposed to be 60.
60 what, Dave?
62
tomorrow.
degrees. A
What
bit cold.
Yeah, well, no, that's
Bit
not
cold.
too cold. It's going to be a great day. Sun's going to be out.
Sunny.
So,
Okay.
anyway, we're going to go out tonight with Careless Whisper
Oh, beautiful
by
song.
Wham.
Yes, and we'll see you next Saturday
We
night.
sure will.
Back here, Channel 19 Comcast, your local movie channel in Monterey.
Monterey on Tonight Show. Good night, Jules.
Good night, Gary.
Good night, everyone.